Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's on. It's the UFC 252 watch along party. The Ringside Report crew is here. I'm Dave. That's Freddie. That's AJ. Further along, you can hear the crickets where AJ is. AJ, we can legit hear crickets. Why are you outside watching this stuff? What is going on? AJ's cracking a Budweiser. Fred's got some liquor as well. I've got a cup of coffee. I feel very left out of the party here. I'm not partying like you guys are.
It's all right. I'm here with you, man. I got my tea also.
Oh yeah, he's got his tea, but he's got his Pombe. I guess I'm partying a little bit. I'm prepared a little bit here, guys. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right, boys.
Dude, it's like a date night tonight, man.
Yeah.
Weed, tea. What more do you want?
Party time. UFC 252. Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic. If you watched our preview on Thursday night, Ringside Report goes live talking MMA every Thursday night, 8 p.m. right here on the channel. You saw that I predicted Stipe Miocic as your winner and still UFC heavyweight champion tonight. I got Stipe by decision, although I could see it going by TKO as well. Freddie and AJ are both on that DC train. What do you guys have? Who do you have? Hit me up in the chat. Hit me up in that super chat. I see Lauren Cronish already watching. What's up, Lauren? Lighting one up for me. Shout out to Lauren watching the show, having a good time. We're going to have a good time with you tonight. I'm excited, man. This is a good pay-per-view. I haven't partied with all three of you guys in a while. Like, we haven't done one of these in a while. The last pay-per-view we had, total disaster. It was just me and AJ. Fred, we needed you. You know, AJ screwed up the last show big time. AJ couldn't figure out how to charge his iPad. He couldn't figure out how to get an actual link to the fight. Like, he couldn't do anything, you know? So I know with Fred it's going to be some solid stuff. And AJ, you know, you'll provide some comedic content here or there. You're like the funny guy on the show. But, man, last time, just me and you, AJ, you couldn't figure out how to do anything. It was a real disaster. So tonight won't be a disaster, man. Tonight's going to be good.
It was a good show, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was good.
Listen, it's not my fault that iPad's batteries die so fast. What do you want me to do? In the end, it all worked out, right? Right, Dave?
Yeah, I mean...
What about tonight?
I guess.
What about tonight? You got enough battery?
So far, so good, bud.
Yeah, so far, so good. AJ in the outdoors. I don't know why you're watching this outside.
I want to feel like a part of, like, nature and watching UFC, drinking a Budweiser, wearing, like, a Corona hat. What more do you want, man? That's true American, man. True Canadian.
I brought my little toy here with me. I saw last time when we were doing the show on Thursday, AJ, you had your Woody there in the background. You had a Woody. So I've got a Buzz.
Where's my Woody?
I've got my Buzz
Wait,
here.
let me look.
You've got a Woody. I've got a Buzz. I've got a Buzz.
I got a Woody, all right.
Yeah, I know.
Too bad I'm watching the UFC.
Yeah, take it easy. So
listen,
coming up, we got John Dodson. Miller lost, man. He got beat up real bad. He lost by decision to Vince Pichel. I don't disagree with the judge's decision. I don't see how you could. It was unanimous, 29-28, 29-28, 29-27. All three judges giving it to Vince from Hell Pichel. Earlier, Verna Jandiroba beat Felice Herrig by armbar.
Oof.
AJ, what's going on with your like feed? I'm hearing all sorts of feedback from your area. I know it's AJ.
What are you hearing?
I don't know. I'm hearing myself, I think. I don't know. Yeah, she destroyed Felice Herrig with the armbar in 1:44. That was really nice, eh? Verna Jandiroba. She's somebody you got to look out for. She's going to be a problem at 115 pounds. Her jiu-jitsu's solid. When you could finish somebody like Felice Herrig in under 2 minutes with an armbar, like, okay, you pay attention to that. And so far, like on the prelims, that's the only real fight that has meant anything. Like, there have been some good fights. Daniel Chavez, TJ Brown was good. Livia Hanata Souza versus Ashley Yoder was good. But that Jandiroba fight was the most important. AJ, you're so loud, man. What is going on out there? Fred, are you hearing that?
What are you talking about? What are you talking?
Like, your ambient noise is, like, ridiculous outside. It's, like, drowning everybody out.
Maybe you're listening to my inner self here.
What?
What do you hear? What are you hearing, man?
I don't know. I'm hearing big time crickets and all sorts of like buzzing. It's bad, man. You're not professional. Fred is professional. He's got a headset. You still won't spring for the headset. You're like, oh, we'll be back in studio soon. Yeah, headset would fix a lot of your problems, AJ. You're not a professional. You're really not. Freddie is professional. As soon as the coronavirus hit, as soon as we're in pandemic, he's like, oh, I'm going to buy this headset and I'm going to be a pro. You still haven't sprung for the headset. I don't know what your problem is.
I love seeing you freak out. That's the best part. But listen,
no excuses.
You hear crickets?
Yeah,
if
crickets.
You do hear crickets, it's because I'm outside, man.
It was like a buzzing too. All sorts of stuff going on. I don't know, man.
These are UFO. Is George here?
Well, you don't have a good microphone. You don't have a good setup.
I'm kind of hoping it's a horror movie and somebody just comes from behind and snatch you away. It's like, hey.
There goes AJ. What happened to AJ? Oh, he got murdered tonight live on YouTube. Think of the ratings, AJ. Think of the ratings.
That's what I always say, bud.
Hit us up on Super Chat if you want to see AJ get Friday the 13th at the end of this end of the show.
Whoa, Dave. You never know. There are crazy people out there.
Yeah, and I hope they're close to you.
Plus, you need AJ anyways, man.
Fred, do we? We're going to start the show without you.
Do.
Yeah, I guess we need AJ.
According to the hate mail that comes in, they always attack me. I think.
Yeah. That's right.
So listen, let's get back. So what happened with Miller? Didn't we all pick Miller on this fight?
We may have. Yeah, we may have. So we're wrong. It happens. Patrick C. Hamilton dropping a $5 super chat. Thank you, Patrick. He says, get a mic. We're going to put that to the AJ Microphone Fund. Donate tonight to the AJ Microphone Fund so the next time you see AJ here on YouTube, he'll have a nice headset like Freddie does, okay? We're going to get AJ more professional. We need to fund AJ's equipment. You know, the super chat money, it'll go to me. I'll get that money. You know, the Ringside Report Network will take it in, and then I will buy AJ the headset that he needs because AJ doesn't know how to order anything online. Like we've established this.
Listen,
AJ doesn't know how to order anything online, and he's never done it before.
True. The way to get AJ to do something is to shame him. So people on the chat, just shame him.
Yeah, keep shaming AJ.
I'm telling you that.
Listen.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. So.
Listen, the headset is like, if I'm wearing that thing, I feel like I'm in a call center in Mumbai. Forget it.
In where?
I want a microphone.
In where?
In Mumbai.
Okay.
Mumbai.
I'm thinking your neighbors are going to call the police because there's somebody too loud in the backyard.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Screw them.
Yeah.
What's new? AJ's in the hood now. Am I that loud?
You're pretty loud. Maybe and apparently you sounded horrible on Thursday, AJ.
Did I? What's new?
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, Patrick C. Hamilton says you sounded really bad on Thursday. So we need to get, no, honestly, we need to fix the problem. And, like, I'm not even saying this as part of the show or in a joking way or anything. Seriously, we need to get you a better mic because the audio issues on this show will no longer, like, I'm not doing this show anymore if we're going to have audio problems. So either you get a new mic or I'm kicking you off the show. All right? That's the deal. I'll order it for you, AJ. I'll order it for you. You're just going to have to send me the money. Or tell Lucy to send me the money because she knows how to do online money transfer, and I know that you don't. So that's another thing you don't know how to do. We've established before that you've never ordered anything online, and when you go to the bank, you go to a teller, and you still have one of those little books.
Yeah.
You don't have an ATM card. You don't even know how to use an ATM machine. You're like you're like 50-something, but it's like you're 100-something.
Listen, I'm going to tell you. First of all, I like to keep people employed, number one. Number two, what's so wrong about not buying online? I don't get ripped off. And three, those headsets, like I said, look like customer service people in Mumbai. No thanks. I'm old school, man. Budweiser, Cowboy Cerrone, and you can hear me pretty clear right now.
I mean, it's not as good as Fred. See, when Fred speaks, it's far better, right, Fred?
Yeah, of course. I got a mic.
That's right. And we're going to get
Fred's I think it cost me like $39, man. It wasn't that expensive, bro.
That's right. And we're going to get Fred's video up, too. We've got some plans for Fred's video. I haven't told you exactly, Fred, but yeah. So UFC 252 is happening. Fred's going to have like a little mini studio at his house, kind of like I have here. Because Fred, you know, even when the pandemic's over, if it ever ends. I don't think he's ever going to move again because Fred likes to stay home. So we're going to get Fred's going to have a mini studio soon. Like, we're always improving and we're always, like, making changes, and that's why you guys need to keep supporting the Ringside Report Network, all right? Keep hitting us up on Super Chat and all of that, okay? Support our sponsors. Support our sponsor. Yeah, well, I tried to get you back in studio for this pay-per-view because I know that you have trouble, with equipment and all that kind of stuff. So I'd like to, just for the show's sake, I wanted to have you here, but I did not get the okay. I got a big red light still.
Again,
yeah,
this is number 6. This is the 6th time, man.
Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it.
Seven's a charm. Maybe 7's a charm.
I've been told you're not allowed. You'd be too close.
You want me to talk to your better half?
That won't help. I think that'll hurt your cause, if anything. So. So we have John Dodson against Merab Dvalishvili. This is the first fight on the Dvalishvili. The first fight on the main card. Dvalishvili is the favorite here, minus 270. Dodson plus 240, the underdog. So Dvalishvili's supposed to win. I think we all picked John Dodson to win on the preview show, and he's a big underdog. I like when I stop talking and, like, nobody's talking. All you hear is crickets. Like, that's really... It's not good for the show, It's just like...
That's the perfect sound effect.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people aren't talking. It's like crickets. It's like, oh, this is a boring show. Fucking crickets in the background. Thanks, AJ. Thanks, AJ, for providing, like, a mocking soundtrack to the show. Crickets. Fucking guy.
I can't wait till the
tuning in for the first time, they don't understand.
Lucy Majarian says AJ is the best, but she's biased. Her opinion does not count. All right? It's a biased opinion.
Hey, listen. I think she's absolutely right. Thank you, Lucy. Whatever you can do.
Yeah, but
try to get Dave to get me.
Yeah, but she would stay in a car with somebody. She would stay in a car with somebody that would go to do a radio show. Like, she'll stay alone in the car. So, like, how?
Right.
We can't take her opinion too much on that.
No.
That's right. Sorry,
First
Lucy.
of all, she waited there because I lost the 2 Kevin Hart. So, you know what? That shows you, man.
Where's Lucy right now? Is that why you're outside? Because she's like, okay, there's babies and stuff. They need to sleep. If you're gonna do this, you have to go outside. Did she send you outside? She did, didn't she?
I'm roughing it up. I got my friend the crickets, the raccoons. Yeah. I got my Budweiser. And
in case you're wondering about the pay-per-view, the fight hasn't started yet. Like, nothing's happening. Hey, nothing's happening on the pay-per-view. I'll tell you what happened so far. Megan O'Leary's pants are pretty... Yeah, she's got some nice pants.
Exactly.
Her pants and her hair are very shiny. She's got really shiny hair. It's, like, really nice. So shiny.
Not like this guy's hair.
Oh, this guy, he's got like a Khabib hat, except it's like a black Khabib hat. Merab Dvalishvili wearing the black Khabib hat. He's got Matt Serra and Ray Longo in his corner. And is that Aljamain Sterling? Yes, it is. He's got Aljamain Sterling in his corner as well. So definitely with that Serra Longo fight team out of New Jersey.
That's not a Khabib hat. That looks like something from the 70s, man.
It's like a Khabib hat, but it's black. It's not an Afro wig, dude. It's a Khabib-style hat. It's like he's from, he's from one of those places. He's from Georgia. No,
dude, he's doing a
not like Atlanta, Georgia, the country Georgia, okay?
Dude, look at Sterling's head and look at this guy's cap. They match. Sterling's head,
Braves fan.
Cap, match.
I think he's doing that for the guy, Merab. I think Merab wasn't wearing like an Afro wig to match Aljamain Sterling. I think Aljamain Sterling shaped his hair in the shape of Merab's black Khabib-style hat. It was like a Khabib hat, but it was black instead of white. It wasn't an Afro wig, AJ. It was like a hat from an area. I'm telling you. It was like a Russian-style hat. Bet.
Welcome back, Carter, man.
Welcome back who?
You don't know that show?
Oh, Lucy dropping a super chat. Thank you, Lucy, for supporting the Ringside Report Network. She says she did send AJ out. Baby has to sleep. And she's dropping a super chat to pay for your new microphone, AJ. So that's good, Lucy's supporting the cause, kicking you out of the house, which also makes sense. It's not the first time, I'm sure, and it won't be the last that you've been kicked out of your own house, AJ.
Oh, I've been kicked out many times. But I'm going to tell you something.
I don't doubt that. I don't know. I don't doubt that at all. I haven't. I've never been kicked out of my house.
It's going to happen at some point, dude.
But
listen, don't worry about it.
Yeah, probably. I've never. Fred, you ever been kicked out of your own house?
I mean, it depends on your definition. But in my current relationship, I've never been kicked out.
Okay, current. I'm talking current, you know?
Okay, nothing close.
AJ, has Lucy for real kicked you out?
Well, I got a dog that's barking to the left of me.
So?
Do I take the chances with the dog or the screaming baby? I'll take the chances with the dog.
You see how he just avoided the question there? Look, classic AJ avoiding the question.
Let me scare him, because if I were outside, the thing that would scare me is skunks.
Oh, yeah.
It's skunks, man.
Plenty of skunks here, dude. Plenty of skunks here. Plenty.
Skunks, and in the neighborhood you're at, AJ, stray bullets. Right? You never know, man. Where you are, people get shot around there.
Well, we had like a roaming coyote at some point.
What?
Did you know that?
No.
There was a freaking coyote in this
That's wild. So John Dodson and Merab Dvalishvili. Dodson ranked 12th at bantamweight. Merab ranked 15th. Merab coming in as a big favorite in this one. We all had John Dodson winning. I'm starting to doubt that because the odds aren't with us. But I feel like Dodson has more experience. It takes a really tough fighter to beat Dodson. I feel like Dodson wins this fight. I think he's, I don't know, man, maybe a little bit more experience, more well-rounded. I don't know too much about this Merab guy, so I don't know. I'm leaning towards Dodson, but
I don't know.
I'm
looking at this Merab guy, and he's looking like a killer more and more, so I don't know. We'll see. Hoping for a good fight. Don't care who wins.
He has Sterling in his corner, so that says a lot, man. You know, and he has Matt Serra. Is that Matt Serra in his corner?
Yeah, I already said Matt Serra, Ray Longo. Pay attention to what I say, bro.
Man, I didn't hear you, bro.
Earlier tonight, just to give you a recap of what happened so far, Kei Kamaka III beat Tony Kelly by decision. Kind of a controversial fight. I thought Tony Kelly may have won that fight. It was a close one. Really good fight, though. Chris Daukaus beat Parker Porter by TKO in the first round. Two big heavyweights, two big chunky dudes going at it there. Livia Hanata Souza beat Ashley Yoder by decision. Good fight there. Daniel Chavez over TJ Brown by decision. Verna Jandiroba, remember that name. She beats Felice Herrig by armbar submission in 1 minute and 44 seconds. And Vince from Hell Pichel over Jim Miller by unanimous decision. And now the first fight of the night, John Dodson versus Merab Dvalishvili. They have Dodson as a plus 210 underdog, Dvalishvili minus 255 the favorite. That's the official line the UFC is giving. But if you look at best fight odds, there's always a variety of different odds, roughly the same though. Dvalishvili at about 255, 235 favorite. In that range.
Here we go.
So if you want to follow along with us, we are in the first round. 4 minutes 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36. In the first round, Dodson's Dvalishvili.
In advance.
Yeah, how far ahead are you?
25, 24, 23.
I'm at 26, 21. 24, 23. Yeah, I think you're probably like 4 seconds ahead of me, Fred. AJ, where are you at on your stream?
I'm like 4 seconds behind you, man.
Okay. So Fred will see it first, and then I will see it, and then AJ will react after all of us. That's the problem with doing these watch-alongs separately, you know? There's always like a couple seconds difference. Even if you both bought the pay-per-view and we're all fully live, there's like, you know... Like, I had it on in my office here in the studio, and then I had the fights on in the living room, and in the living room, the fights were like a few seconds ahead, but it was the exact same feed, so it's weird, man. I don't know why that is sometimes. TV things. You know why that is?
Of course.
Well, why is that?
I'm not sure you want me to tell it.
No, I mean,
probably
no. Don't say
you said, okay, look.
No, that's
you
not
said
what I'm talking about.
pay-per-view. I don't know about you guys, but yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't buy
Fred,
the pay-per-view.
Fred, take it. Don't admit that on YouTube, Fred. Jeez, brother. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you could have 2 TVs on cable. Like I've seen 2 TVs on cable at the.
I haven't had a cable bill for years, man.
Okay, well, when I'm at work, I work at a radio station, right? When I'm at work at a radio station, there's a TV on in the main studio and then a TV on in my side studio, and they're on the same channel and they're both live, but the main studio is like a good 20 seconds ahead, and it's the same cable. It's all cable. I don't understand why. It doesn't make sense. It happens sometimes, okay? I've seen it happen, guys. That's all I'm saying. Zvalishvili's got Dodson up against the fence. Got a nice body lock on him, clinching him up, throwing some knees to the body, trying to drag him down for a takedown. He drags him down momentarily, but Dodson gets right back up to his feet. Dodson's just kind of hanging on against the fence, defending. Taking a lot of knees.
But he was holding on.
Taking a lot of knees to the body. He wasn't holding the fence. He's just putting his hand. Like you're allowed to put your hand flat on the fence. You're just not allowed to put your fingers into the cage. He did it.
It looks like
it's a little bit,
cusp,
but you're allowed
like
to kind of
little finger inside.
Yeah, but you're allowed to balance yourself to kind of hold yourself up with your hand flat on the fence. That's allowed. You're just not allowed to grip the fence and use it to hang on. Like you can't grab it, but you can post on it, you know?
Tell you what, he doesn't have any answers right now. He's just like giving his back to Murat and
taking
look what he's
stuck there.
Taking knees
doing.
to the
Look
button.
what he's doing. No,
Yeah,
he's
Murat.
holding onto the fence. He's putting in his thumb. He's doing it so fast. If you look at it, he has his 4 fingers up against the fence and his thumb goes inside to stabilize. Watch, he'll do it again. There he goes.
I mean, it's not the worst thing I've seen as far as fence grabs. It's not really helping him that much.
No, but you know what?
Murat,
it's still giving him some stability.
This has got to be some sort of record for knees to the butt and back of the thigh. Like
Charlie horse, man,
he's thrown like a million knees to the butt and thigh of the back of the thigh of John Dodson.
Yeah, but that'll work in his favor as the rounds go further.
Of course, he's gonna be hurting those legs. It's gonna, you lose the power in your legs to defend those takedowns. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to work the legs, soften them up to take him down. Shout out to Evan Ho watching the fights. Larissa May wants to know if she could watch the fights here. We do not show the fights here. That's illegal. Shout out to Patrick C. Hamilton, Lucy Majarian, Fizz Gig, Lauren Cronish. Everybody watching right now. Everybody hitting us up on the chat. Hit us up on that super chat. Support our sponsors. Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com. Use that promo code Ringside20 for 20% off your order and free shipping. We appreciate you supporting the Ringside Report Network sponsors and supporting us on Super Chat. We'll be with you.
Please ignore the crickets.
Yeah, please ignore the crickets of AJ. Please support us so we can buy AJ a proper microphone and continue to support us so that we may one day buy a big enough studio where we can all sit in the same room at a distance. You know? That way AJ won't have to get kicked out of his house when he wants to do a watch-along.
You know, it's really the watch-alongs that I miss. I mean, being in studio and whatnot, it's us going to like the Lalos and like going out and eating, the regular shit.
I miss the watch-alongs, man.
Free food.
Yeah, you're still getting free food. You're just using the show to do it, and Freddie and I don't get shit, which sucks, AJ. Also not cool. But I miss the watch-alongs, man. I miss being able to have you guys over here playing poker, me and Fred sharing joints. Remember when you used to share a joint, pass a joint to your friend? Crazy times, man. I remember playing poker, sitting around the table, having drinks, having whiskey. Remember that good whiskey Paul brought over that one time,
Oof.
The Johnny Walker Gold? I still have some of that.
That was awesome.
We had good times, and now we're all separate, doing these watch-alongs separate. Like, I'm hyped for this. It's fun, but it would be more fun if I could take your money at poker before the pay-per-view starts. I was enjoying taking you guys' money.
Look, Paul's Walker was awesome, man. And I'm going to tell you, Rosy Face drank that thing down like water, so we need Paulie to come back into studio for poker night and bring another bottle of Johnny Walker.
You guys making me want to drink.
Wasn't that good, man? Hey, man, get with the times, David. Get with the times.
I got a little bottle of Moet in my fridge. Maybe I should just crack some champagne, just like start drinking champagne by the bottle. Gangster.
No. Keep that when we get in studio so we can pop.
Oh, when we get in studio, I'm going to get a huge bottle.
I want like confetti. I want everything, man.
Yeah. When we get in studio, man, believe me, we're going to have champagne. When we all get together again, when we can all get together again, champagne, fireworks, dancing girls, everything. Okay?
Yes.
We're going to fucking party, like AJ would say, like it's 1999. You're fucking old
party
school
like
references.
John Jones. No.
Party like John Jones.
Party like John Jones.
Yes, we're going to get Coke and everything.
We're going to get a car, a sports car, and shoot at homeless people. We're going to get like... What? Like...
Yeah. That sounds fun, man.
I don't think he was shooting. I don't think he was shooting at homeless people.
No, he was not shooting at homeless people.
I don't know. The rumors has it.
Oh, Merab Dvalishvili, picks him up, big double leg, picks up Dodson against the fence, brings him to the center of the cage, tried to slam him down, kind of did, but Dodson went, boom, right back up to his feet. But that was a big, impactful takedown. Big slam, but couldn't do much with it, man.
Nope.
Dvalishvili is going for these takedowns. He's landing a few, but Dodson is so resilient. He's just right back up to his feet. He pops right back up, and he continues to be in Dvalishvili's face. You know, he's losing the fight right now, but Dvalishvili isn't putting Dodson in a lot of danger. You know, he's controlling the pace, but he's not dominating.
Man, that pickup was kind of funny, man. It looked like something out of the movie Titanic. He just lifted him up and, like, carried him to the end of the boat like Kane Winslet. That was so funny.
I think Murat looks like a better athlete. You know, he's bigger, more built and all. Dodson is surviving. He's doing a good job surviving, but he's not giving any offense much. Like most of the offense has been from Murat.
There he is again, pushing for that takedown against the fence.
That's what's giving him the fight, so you keep doing it. He's got that single, and take it away, bud.
Fucking crickets.
Can you actually hear it that loud? Wow.
Yeah, I'm hearing it. I feel like I'm hearing myself on a feedback too, AJ. Are your headphones properly plugged in, or what? What's happening, AJ?
Plugged in?
I don't know. Are your headphones plugged in, man? What's going on?
They're plugged in, bud. They're plugged
All right.
in.
So what, you don't have an extra room in the new place? Because
no, I do,
you
bud.
could do it from...
I just wanted to be outside, man, like old school.
Build yourself a studio. What do you mean old school?
That wasn't the best decision, man.
Yeah, bad move, AJ.
What are you talking about? I'm loving it, man. I'm outside feeling like nature, watching the fights, talking to my two best buds. What more do I want, man?
Yeah.
And I got the crickets. I got the coons coming. I got Budweiser on the menu. Not sponsored by Budweiser, by the way. But if Budweiser is listening, we'll be more than glad to be a part of the beer stick. Like Manscaped. Manscaped is a good sponsor of Ringside Report.
Yeah, next show we do, you have to do it inside, AJ. You're not allowed to do any more outside shows.
I told you I wanted to go to PJ's with Johnny, but no. You ruled us out.
Well, yeah, that would have been worse. You would have been invisible.
Much worse.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to see you.
Instead of the crickets, it would have been the people that we would have kept hearing around you. In a bar.
No, you don't understand.
That's dumb.
Listen, that bar there is a good supporter and fan of Ringside Report, and they know me and Johnny. And they would have given us a good spot. They would have given us a good spot like they usually do.
They would have given you a good table. That's great, AJ. That's a reason to mention their bar a million times on our shows, because they give you and John a good table. Get out of here, man. They don't even give you anything for free, and they give nothing to me, so don't mention them, okay? Stop mentioning businesses that don't give anything to me or Fred, okay? I fucking had enough of you.
Guys are...
No. No,
guys
shut
are
up, AJ.
You're like hermits.
Shut up. That's
You guys
your
stay
bullshit.
in. Me and Johnny.
Yeah,
Me and
you
Johnny
fucking-
go out. We're
you
out and
fucking
about.
go out. You unprofessional. You don't have a fucking microphone. You take advantage of the show. You use the show. I'm the one doing all the work, sweating my balls off in the studio under all the fucking lights. I'm not outside. You think
Wait,
I
wait,
wouldn't? You don't
whoa.
think I want to do the show outside? Get the fuck out of here. I want to do the show outside,
Whoa,
but I
whoa.
can't because I'm in the studio because this is where everything happens because I have to hold down the hub because I'm the one doing all the fucking work. Okay, AJ? No.
Whoa,
no
whoa,
more
whoa,
taking
whoa, whoa.
advantage of
Hold
the
on,
show.
whoa,
No
whoa,
more.
whoa.
No
Listen.
more mentioning businesses. No more getting free shit unless Freddie and I get a fucking piece. Okay?
Listen. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
no,
whoa, whoa.
no.
First of all,
No.
if you have sweaty balls, we have Manscaped for you.
Shut up,
So
AJ.
Sweaty balls has Manscaped. Thanks to AJ getting Manscaped, let's not forget that, Dave. Everybody got Manscaped products. So AJ gets his stuff done.
Okay, AJ, this is all I have to say to you, okay? From now on, nothing goes down without my say-so. No dime bags,
you
no
always
dope
do.
deals, no nothing. Okay? Nothing goes
I
down
feel
without
like-
my say-so. What is that line? What is that? No drug deals, no no nothing. No drug deals, no card games, no nothing. A dime bag gets sold in the park. I want in. King of New York,
Where are
baby.
you?
You know? King of New York.
It's on Netflix. I
Frank
watched
White.
it the other day.
Frank White. From now
It's on
on,
Netflix. John
They
Jones.
put
from
it on
now on,
Netflix.
nothing goes down without my say-so. No drug deals, no card games, no nothing. Dime bag gets sold in the park. I want in. AJ,
What
from
is
now
that?
on, or I'm going to fucking do what Frank White did to those Italian dudes in the movie, okay, AJ? I'm going to do that shit to you. You're welcome.
That's
You're
the
all
movies,
welcome.
bud. That's the movies. What is that, New Jack City? What are you talking about? What kind of
Fucking
movie
King
is
of
that?
New York, bro. King of New York, Frank White, man. King of New York is...
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, go watch that shit. Classic fucking movie. What's his name? Christopher Walken.
Lawrence
Fishburne. Oh, good movie, man.
A bunch of others. Wesley
Yeah.
Snipes in it.
Yeah. Good movie, man. Whew.
Screw it, man. I'm watching like the Epstein stuff on Netflix now. That's good.
I've seen that already. Next.
I'm watching Sons of Anarchy, and it's incredible.
Dvalishvili going for the takedown again. You know, we're in the third round now. Dvalishvili won the first 2 rounds for sure. He's still doing his thing. Oh, another big takedown. He's got Dodson in the air. Oh, takes him down. He likes those big, like, double leg, pick you up type of deals, eh? He takes him
Look at
down,
that.
but again, Dodson popped back up to his feet. He likes those big
Look,
takedowns.
He
Yeah,
does,
AJ,
but they don't do
I saw
anything.
it. I saw it. You're reacting to what I'm talking about. You're reacting to the thing I'm describing. We've already established you're behind me on the feed. Okay.
But listen, what I'm trying to say is he can get those big takedowns, but he's doing absolutely nothing with them because he's not keeping him down on the ground.
But it's part of his
Dodson
overall
is getting
offense.
up.
It's part of his overall offense, and he is on offense. Like, yeah, okay, he's not doing
is.
anything with them, but you know, he's working towards them. He's landing punches. He's pressing the action, and he's getting the takedowns.
Putting
He's not,
offense in.
That's it. It's offense. You know, it's winning the fight. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to go somewhere. It's enough to win the fight, and that's what he's doing. Dvalishvili's won the first 2 rounds. Has he put Dodson in a place where it's like, oh, Dodson's almost done? Definitely not. But that's not what you have to do in MMA. You just have to win rounds.
True, but sometimes you leave it in
Yeah,
the
I
hands
know.
of the judges and things go south, so you never know. I mean, for sure he's winning all rounds, but we said that before and we were wrong.
No, we're not wrong.
I mean,
here.
also Dodson has nothing to offer right now. Like he's just
That's
backpedaling and almost no offense. Like Murat is the one really putting in the offense. Dodson, it's a little bit of a disappointing performance, if you ask me.
Yeah, Dodson's not doing much. AJ, I'm telling you, man, I'm hearing myself and Fred when they talk. I'm hearing them on a feedback off you. There's something going
How's that
on
possible?
off your thing. Are you watching us on YouTube or something? Do you have our
No,
YouTube
man,
link
it's-
open or what's going on, AJ? Like your mic is off. Like something's going on with your headphones. I'm hearing.
Dude,
us.
are you sure it's not?
Yes, I'm
You
hearing.
sure it's
us,
not a
AJ.
studio?
No, it's you. Fuck. Get your shit together.
Dude, the only thing that's making noise here is the crickets. Other than that, It
Fred,
might
you're
be the
not
technology,
hearing
dude.
that. No, it's you, AJ. It's you, because I don't hear it when I'm talking to Fred. I don't hear it off Fred, and I don't hear it from you. I don't hear you feeding back on anybody else when you talk. But when I talk and when Fred talks, I hear the fucking feedback, and it's coming from you, obviously. I fucking put 1 and 1 together, and I make 2, AJ. It's real easy. I know sometimes for you it's 4 or 5. I don't know where the fuck you get your math. It's fucking simple, bro.
Oh no, you made me lose my. Dave.
Yeah, well, maybe you should fix your shit.
Damn it, Dave. Damn it.
Yeah. It's your fault, AJ. It's all your fault.
That's what my ex-girlfriend said. But you know
yeah,
what?
She was right.
I might beg to differ. It could be just your studio technology. No offense. Maybe you guys shouldn't be having those phones. You should be using my tools, which is a headphone directly to the iPad and easy breezy. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there, Dave. I'm just throwing it out there.
You don't understand how any of this shit works. It wouldn't work if we just if I was on an iPad, none of this shit would be happening right now. We wouldn't be on YouTube. We wouldn't be on Facebook Live. None of this shit would be working if I was on an iPad. What the fuck are you talking about? Fucking confused old man over there. Fuck. How old are you? Fuck, man. It's crazy.
Listen,
fight is
Justin
over.
Bieber, before you get out of control.
Dvalishvili wins, unanimous decision. The judges haven't scored it yet, but if they score it any other way, look at that hat, AJ. That's not a fucking Afro wig. That's a Khabib hat, except it's black. Once again, you're confused. Dodson thinks he won the fight. He's got his hands in the air, but for sure, Dvalishvili. I have Dvalishvili winning all 3 rounds. Here comes Buffer to tell us what's up.
Come on, Buffer, let's hear it.
Unanimous.
Look, Dodson's happy, man. He thinks he's won it.
Yeah, well, he's confused, just like you are. Dvalishvili wins, unanimous decision. That was a no-brainer. Did he say 29-27 on all 3 judges' scorecards? Was that the score? So all 3 judges scored 1 round 10-8? That's what it seemed like.
Unless he lost a point and we didn't see it, but
no,
we
didn't
see anything.
No,
like
no. Yeah. So Dvalishvili gets a unanimous decision win. Hey, guys, we're 0-1 on our picks tonight.
We'll survive. Was Dodson in your bet?
No, I didn't put Dodson on my. I did do a parlay tonight. I have a little ticket. Dodson is not on my ticket. My parlay tonight.
What is it?
It's I've got Jairzinho by knockout, Sean O'Malley by decision, and Stipe by decision. $5 gives me 83 if all those come through. So that's pretty good.
That's good.
Not bad. $5 to win 83. I mean, a lot of things have to go my way. Jairzinho's got to knock out Dos Santos. O'Malley's got to win by decision, and Stipe's got to win by decision.
You're gonna lose, bud. Why don't you just rip it up now?
That's 25 minutes for a heavyweight fight. That's a lot of minutes, man.
It happens. It can happen.
Dave, rip it up. Do yourself a favor. That's not happening.
How would that be doing myself a favor? What if I win?
Don't give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
Don't give yourself a chance, Dave.
What the fuck are you talking about? Why would I rip it up right now? What if I win, AJ? I mean, if you could predict all the fights, if you really knew, you'd be fucking betting on these fights, but you don't because you don't know shit. Because you're wrong most of the time.
Look.
Do you forget that we do a weekly mixed martial arts show together where we make predictions? We've been talking for years, buddy. What the fuck are you talking about?
Look, if you were to listen to me on Thursday, you're gonna win tonight. But if you listen to Dave,
Get out
you're
of
gonna lose.
Okay.
So Dave, rip up that ticket, and everybody listen to Dave. Just rip it up now. There's no point. You lost. I'm telling you. Dos Santos is gonna win, and DC is gonna win tonight.
Hey,
It's all
AJ.
simple.
AJ, why don't you settle down before I shoot a half Nelson on you and make you my bitch? How about that? Hey, Fred said on Thursday night, okay, I'm the best wrestler on the show, so don't make me fucking fuck you to death, AJ. All right? Fred said that, and I'm taking it to the bank, Fred. I'm gonna use that. Best wrestler on the show. Coming after you, AJ. You don't mess with me, okay? My wrestling skills are are Khabib like.
I don't want to put you out there, but when's the last time you rolled, man? I don't think you've rolled all Corona.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Honestly speaking, I haven't rolled shit. This is the first time in like 20 plus years that I haven't actually trained in like 3 months. But
sounds sloppy, bro. You sound sloppy.
No.
Yeah.
I've been rolling. I've been rolling in my living room. I got mats at home. I've been rolling jiu-jitsu with my brother because he's in my social bubble. I've been still doing jiu-jitsu, training hard, bro. Training real hard. But feeling great.
The other day, man, we were 4.
I've been biking. I've been doing weights. I've been boxing. I feel great, and all my pain from wrestling and jiu-jitsu is gone. I feel the best I've ever had. So the COVID actually helped me heal.
Yeah, but you're not doing jiu-jitsu, so you're not feeling great, man.
That's right. You're not doing jiu-jitsu.
Stop lying. You're lying to yourself.
You're not doing jiu-jitsu. You're not rolling. And come on, AJ. Come on.
The other day, man, we were 4 in my little basement.
I've got youth on my side, AJ. What's up? What's up?
The other day, man, we were 4 in my basement on Tuesday when it was super humid, man. It was one of the toughest training I've ever had, but it was good. My mats were really sweaty at the end. They needed a major cleanup, but that's what's needed for the cardio.
Freddie, did you social distance between you and your 3 buddies that need to be in quarantine now for the next 14 days?
What?
Fred's got an underground illegal fight club going on in his house. He's just doing jiu-jitsu sessions. You can't roll at a club, so Fred's just having people from the club go to his place to do some jiu-jitsu, which is awesome.
This week, me and my buddy were saying like we should start charging, man, because I mean, like we're a rare product right now, man. Like this is worth some money.
It is, man. You got mats. You're cleaning them. You know, it's your space. You should charge people some money, man. I'm telling you. Open an illegal gym. Like, you're already there. You need to start charging money, man. You're providing a service for the jiu-jitsu community. Underground Fight League.
True. Just make them sign that waiver before they come in your house. Offer.
Who?
All right.
Who's going to make you an offer?
No, I said at Freddie MMA if you want to make me an offer, like, you know, you want to come train, you need...
Yeah, if you want to go roll.
Space.
And Fred, you've got some good guys, right? Have you had black belts to your place yet?
No, but my buddy Tommy's a very high-level purple belt. I've had a couple of purple and blue belts. Like, I got some very good people training here.
Yeah. So there you go. You got some good training over at Freddie's place. Go check it out. If you want to pay to go to Freddie's Jiu-Jitsu School, at Freddie MMA on Twitter, he might hook you up. You can't come to my jiu-jitsu school. It's private. It's just me and my brother right now that are allowed to roll. That's not fully my decision. Again, like my coronavirus, like what I would be doing, I would be way more out there if my better half was allowing me to be way more out there. But because, you know, I got a family and she has parents and, you know, we gotta be careful. So I'm like being extra careful. But man, I would love some different looks at jiu-jitsu. You know, I would love to go to Fred's jiu-jitsu school and like, you know, have some fun over there. Because just one training partner, it's okay, but I want more. You know, Fred's got the life going over there.
It's needed.
He's got more permission over there. Fred, have your girlfriend talked to my girlfriend, eh?
I don't know, man.
That might help the cause.
I'll let you deal. I'll let you deal with your own issues. Hey, look, it might help the cause. It might also just break our friendship, where both our girlfriends say, like, no, you can't do that.
Or maybe my girlfriend
make a decision between our.
Imagine my girlfriend convinces your girlfriend to stop doing the fight club, and then you're not allowed to do fight club anymore. That would suck, man. And then you'd be mad at me
See, I'm
because
not
my
gonna
girlfriend
risk
ruined
it.
your fun. You know, that would be bad, man. So we're not gonna do that.
That's what I'm saying. It would ruin our friendship, man.
That's it. That's it. Dave, your girlfriend said that now I can't do jujitsu anymore, so I would.
I'm not talking to you no more.
Freddie,
Only for the
how big
show.
is- How many mats do you have out there? How big is it?
I got 10 by 12. 10 by 12.
Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty.
But
good,
man, I'm not the only one, man. All my buddies, like I got a couple of buddies that got their gym going into their basement, man. That's the future, man. The fucking Doc Aruda, man. He's not gonna let us do jiu-jitsu for a while, man. Fuck you, Doc.
The ravishing Doc
He's a-
Aruda.
That Aruda, man. I'm telling you, I think he's smashed half the time.
He's a
he comes out
cocksucker.
for the-
Oh, Fred's going so hard. I love it.
I want to do jiu-jitsu, man.
Yeah, me
But
too,
you know what?
man.
Well, first-
Open the gyms,
right now they're-
baby. Let's fight.
First of all, they're all
Right now they're
cocksuckers
talking
because-
about like the other sports like karate and judo might start soon. And one of my buddy just said like, hey, let's just pretend we're doing judo or I'll even say I'm doing karate. Most people don't know the difference anyway.
Well, yeah.
But
Yo.
I'll be doing jiu-jitsu.
How you gonna allow judo but not jujitsu? It's like grappling.
Doesn't make sense.
Because judo has a
'Cause I'll tell-
federation. That's the big difference,
And it-
man.
And it's
So?
an Olympic sport. Because
So?
it's an
Because
Olympic
then the
sport, it doesn't-
federation is going to impose some measures where the government, in their eyes, there's some sort of overseen, there's some sort of, like public health taken care of.
Yeah. Bullshit.
It's a problem that the sport is not like
But Freddie,
fully recognized by the government.
Yeah.
Freddie, first of all, when it comes down to it, is that jiu-jitsu is still considered illegal in Quebec. When you're looking at this ridiculous law that was put in place in like the 1800s, it was
Back
it
when
an
AJ was a
1800
boy.
law. Yeah, it was basically like backyard fighting, and you can't like bet on like backyard fights, and that's why jiu-jitsu is still legal. And the only ones that are legal and they're going to be allowed to go through are wrestling because it's an Olympic sport, judo because it's an Olympic sport, karate or taekwondo because it's an Olympic sport. And that's the biggest bullshit. It's not only about the COVID that jiu-jitsu's in trouble.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu's in trouble. It's been like that for the last 4 years. We had some of the highest level jiu-jitsu tournaments in Quebec, in Montreal. We had some of the best jiu-jitsu fighters in Canada, probably in North America, coming out of here. And ever since this stupid law, 81 or 82, whatever it's called, which is basically a federal law that was put into place, until it's changed, they can shove their COVID like restrictions up their ass until they actually get jiu-jitsu legalized again in Quebec, because Ontario has, and every province has the
They got their federation,
ability to
though. That's the difference.
but no, but the provincial every provincial province is allowed to govern if it's illegal or not. Ontario has legalized jiu-jitsu and recognized it as not a barbaric sport that we fight for like in the backyard. So they recognize it as a sport. Quebec, unfortunately, are still behind the 8 ball as usual, and that's why jiu-jitsu is still not allowed here in Quebec. So you know what? It's not only about the COVID. We can't even have tournaments here in Quebec still. So
Yeah.
that's the biggest problem.
Yeah, that's it.
So,
Even
you know
before
what?
the coronavirus, before the pandemic, jiu-jitsu was basically illegal in Quebec. I mean, the schools were open and you could go and spar and whatever, but the competitions all stopped because, several different reasons, but it's technically not legal to have, so the competitions were shut down, which is just crazy, but I don't know. We'll see if they come back at some point. I hope that they do.
Look,
they
Dave,
should, man. There's no
Dave-
reason for jiu-jitsu not to be going around, man. Come on. But
Dave,
now
Dave,
I
every-
understand. Now I
Go on.
understand, like, social distancing. But, like, okay, if you could have a judo school, and I mean, before, like, okay, jiu-jitsu schools should be able to open up again, and you should be able to go and roll. If you could spar judo, you should be able to spar jiu-jitsu at a school. That doesn't really make sense to me, but I don't know, man.
they're
The
trying to
rules are
like-
always changing. I can't keep track of what's what.
Like I say, the big difference is that judo and karate has a recognized federation by the government, whereas jiu-jitsu doesn't have that. So when there's a meeting with the sports minister or whatever, judo is represented, boxing is represented, karate is represented, but jiu-jitsu is not really represented. You know, and
I don't think we're gonna do anything to help the cause, Fred, because you just called the top doctor in the province a cocksucker. So I don't think we're gonna be. I don't think we're gonna be the top on Legault's list anytime soon. Although I think of the three of us, Fred's the only one that may have voted for the guy. So hey, come on. Fred is your base. Fred, you really are. You are the base, man. You're part of the anti-mask, masses. You know, you're the base for the CAC. Are you not?
Listen, first of all, it's not
no, because now Le CAC is Le CAC is pretty much pro-mask.
Right. Well, kind of.
Dave, it's not only about Legault. Legault's not the only problem. The biggest problem as well is like you got like Trudeau, who's not coming out and saying, you know what, that's a ridiculous law and it ends here.
Yeah.
Something as archaic as like the 1800s law that was put into place. What is the problem is that Trudeau could go out and box and all that kind of bullshit. And you know what? He's not recognizing every election here in Quebec. We have the same story. Oh, these Quebec politicians come out and they're like, okay, we're hearing the story about jiu-jitsu and we're going to get it back to where it is. It's ridiculous. They lose and they forget about jiu-jitsu. It's the same thing. It's been going on now for the last 5 years, bro. Jiu-jitsu hasn't been anywhere.
I know that the leader of the NDP, Jagmeet Singh, he does jiu-jitsu, so maybe we need to call that guy. He's got he's got no power, but like I know he does jiu-jitsu, so like that's something, you know. I don't know.
So does my buddy Ken, who's a conservative.
Yeah, but he didn't win his election.
Yeah, he needs to win, man. We need to get Legault to do jiu-jitsu or something.
Yeah, I think we need to get jiu-jitsu in all the schools, like as a program. I think every school should have a team. I think jiu-jitsu should be like, a basketball team in high school or elementary school or whatever. I think we should be teaching jiu-jitsu in all the schools.
Cops should be learning jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I don't think you should be allowed to be. You should not be allowed to be a cop unless you're at least a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, because those guys, like, they apply chokeholds all the time and they don't know what they're doing and they wind up killing people. Like, yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to be a cop unless you're at least a blue belt, I think. It should be part of cop training. Seems crazy that they don't know jiu-jitsu. Like, some cops don't know jiu-jitsu. Like, what are you guys doing, man?
Dude, I'm going to tell you something. They were not up to that long ago. They were still doing Steven Seagal Aikido stuff, which is perfectly fine, Aikido, but it doesn't work when a guy is like juiced out on crack cocaine. And
did you see Steven Seagal? He was like, I'm going to teach Daniel Cormier some secret moves. Everybody has to leave. Did you see that video? Like, I think that was this week. Yeah. Steven Seagal was teaching Daniel Cormier secret moves. And I'm like, yo, if he's going to teach him like some Aikido shit, like, I don't know, man. I've heard Seagal is like okay at Aikido. He's not like the greatest Aikido guy ever, but he's decent. But like, okay, maybe he'll have a trick or two for DC, but DC's acting like DC's like what Seagal taught me. I used against Luke Rockhold and it dropped him, and then I used against another guy and it dropped him, and it's like, what, really? Why are you giving Steven Seagal any kind of credit? I just want to say, we'll talk about Seagal in a second. I just want to say there's a fight about to start. Herbert Burns, who is Gilbert Burns' brother, Herbert Burns about to take on Daniel Pineda. Herbert Burns missed weight for this fight, weighing in 149.5 pounds, 3.5 pounds over the 146 limit. This is now a catchweight fight, so Burns is going to give up, I think it's 25% of his purse to his opponent here. And here we go. The fight has begun. Burns versus Pineda, 4 minutes 54, 53, 52, 51, 50.
Hello.
And we are in this fight. So, yeah, Steven Seagal.
Just got a TKO.
What?
Steven Seagal, first of all, let me tell you something about Steven Seagal. I'm glad you brought that up. When you're like 7 feet tall and you weigh like 600 pounds, you can pretty much like toss anybody around. And you know what?
He's not that tall. He's not 7 feet tall. Or 600 pounds.
He's not too far, man. I'm going to tell you something. This guy here goes as far back as like Anderson Silva and teaching Silva how to do the front kick.
No, he didn't.
All the rest of the bullshit.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He didn't teach Anderson Silva how to. You buy into that?
No. What I'm trying to tell you is That's what the majority of people believe. They
Right.
think that Steven Seagal is that much of a genius. And let's think about it. You know what kills me is the video that we put on Ringside Report. So if you want to see the video of Steven Seagal fighting George St. Pierre, go on Ringside Report Twitter page, and you're going to see the most. I don't even know how to describe it. Probably the worst fighting scene I've seen in the history of like theater. It was like
Theater.
I don't know what George was thinking. George
Theater. How old are you?
Theater.
Theater, man. That's what you call it, man. It's theater. So listen to this bullshit. You're gonna watch.
You don't call
you're
it
gonna
that.
watch-
You call it movies.
You call. Okay, movies for you guys, whatever. So
Theater.
the thing is this:
Theater.
when you start to see George St. Pierre take retirement so he can go and get into movies, and that first movie that he does is the worst fucking fighting scene I've seen ever. Just go watch it, and you tell me what you think. I'm telling you, I was so embarrassed. I was cringed after watching that. I'm like, George.
But I thought we were
Why?
dissing Steven Seagal. Why you got to make fun of George now? Be
I'm
cool.
not making fun of George. Dude, he was fighting
Steven
Steven
Seagal
Seagal was great in Under Siege, man. Under Siege, that was great.
That was 1985.
I don't know. I've heard a
On
lot of
Deadly
bad
Ground,
things.
man.
Steven
Come on,
Seagal's been accused of a lot of pretty awful shit. Fuck Steven Seagal. Okay.
Exit Wounds, man.
Exit Wounds.
Look,
that was a good one. Isn't that the one?
Were really good.
Ain't
Exit
no
Wounds.
sunshine.
Yes, Exit Wounds was the movie where DMX did that "Ain't No Sunshine" song, which was Anderson Silva's walkout theme for like his whole UFC
Which is probably
career.
why Anderson Silva liked Steven Seagal.
100%.
I don't know. I'm just speculating, but to me, I think Anderson Silva just said like, "Oh, this is the guy from the movie I liked. Okay,
That's right.
hey, come."
Yeah.
You know, Anderson, he's friendly with everybody.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, I saw you in a movie. You're great. Come."
And then
I love the music.
And then Steven Seagal's like, yes, I showed
normal.
Anderson how to do that front kick to Vitor, even though Anderson had done that kick many times before in fights. And then Anderson's like, people are like, hey, Anderson, Steven Seagal taught you how to do that kick, right? Anderson's like, what? Yeah, okay, sure. He teach me how to do kick. It's normal. Yeah, okay. And it's like, what? You know, Anderson's just fucking around. He's like, oh, yeah, Steven Seagal, he's a master, of course, yeah. It's normal. I bang.
Nico is so good. Nico is so good. He runs so fast.
Oh, Seagal is so good.
With
They
his
crease.
hands, he runs like this.
I see they crease wing.
Did you ever seen Steven Seagal run, bud? I'm telling
No.
you. I've seen ducks run faster than that guy.
Shout out to Franco316 watching us on the chat. Acme Tunes, John Hedstrom. Everybody watching us on the chat. Hit us up on that super chat if you have any questions or comments for the show. Acme Tunes says Steven Seagal apparently 6'4". Pretty tall.
I'm telling you, he's tall, bud. He's tall. And he
Yeah,
probably
but-
weighs close to like 400 pounds. Or something.
Yeah, but he's no great martial artist, right? Like, it's mostly bullshit.
Look, back to what we were saying earlier. His early films were awesome. That's what made like.
No,
him so
I'm not
great.
talking about
And-
movies. I'm not talking about movies. I'm talking about actual combat skills. He doesn't really have much of those. A lot of the things that he said he has done are, verifiably bullshit. Like, if you try to fact check some of the shit that he says he did, it's like, no, you couldn't have been there because you were also, it's like, I was training under this man. And it's like, well, that guy was dead. He'd been dead for 15 years that you're talking about. And also, like, you weren't there at that time because you were in Hollywood filming a movie. Like, he just fucking outright lies. And he's also a sexual assaulter. And he's also, like, an idiot. He's a dick, man. You know what? Fuck Steven Seagal. I tell you
He
this.
was hiding from the Gambino family at some point.
Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit. All right, fuck Steven Seagal. If Steven Seagal is so big and bad, he's much bigger than I am, but he's also old as fuck. And I would say that if he's such a badass, how about he fights me and we'll see what's up, all right? I challenge Steven Seagal to a fight. We will be on the undercard of the next Logan Paul matchup, okay? It will be Logan Paul versus whoever, and then me versus Steven Seagal in an MMA fight, and I will fuck Steven Seagal's old ass up, all right?
Bravo.
How about that?
Listen,
because I am
first of all-
the best wrestler on the Ringside Report team. Take that, Johnny North.
Listen,
And take
first of
that,
all, you gotta
AJ.
remember-
AJ still doesn't like it.
It's okay. No, I don't. But the thing is this. Listen, think about.
Hey, check
like,
my credentials,
Gene
AJ. Check my cred, bro.
No. I do, bud. I do, bud. Listen, get back to Steven Seagal. Gene LaBelle. That's all I gotta say. Gene LaBelle.
Judo Gene.
Right.
Yeah,
And
he didn't
if
he
people
choke him out and make him shit himself?
exactly
Yeah, Gene LaBelle.
while he passed out.
I don't care how old Gene LaBelle is. Is he still alive, Gene LaBelle? I think he's dead,
Of
eh?
course.
Is he
No,
still
he's
alive?
Gene LaBelle? Come on. Were you trying to kill the guy before his time?
Wow, he's super old. No, he's 87. Holy shit, he's still alive. Yeah, Gene LaBelle, 87 years old. I'm not challenging Gene LaBelle to a fight. He would whoop my ass, man.
No.
87 years old, Gene LaBelle would still whoop your ass. That's like how much of a badass that guy is. You know,
It's
some
like
of these
saying
old
Helio
guys,
Gracie.
it's like they
Think
can
Helio
barely.
Gracie a 90.
Yeah, sure. Some of these old guys, like, they can barely walk, but they can fight like fucking savages. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard for them to get around, but if they grab a hold of you, you're fucked. The only chance you have is to run, because they probably can't run after you and catch you, but if they grab you, you're fucked. Like, if Gene LaBelle grabs you, you're in trouble. You know, if he can catch you. You got to run. That's the only chance you have against those guys, like a Gene LaBelle or, you know, Helio Gracie, Dan Severn. Guys like that, you know, it's just like they're going to fuck you up no matter what. No matter how old they are, you know, they just always have that skill. Seagal is not one of those guys. He's not a Gene LaBelle. He's just not. He thinks he is. He pretends like he is, but he's not, you know. Gene LaBelle's a real badass.
I don't think so.
No, Gene LaBelle's legit.
That's a different story.
Yeah. Burns has Pineda at some sort of weird. He almost had him in a twister there.
Yeah, it looked like a twister.
I have not
He's
been
trying
watching
to
this
go for
fight,
it.
guys. I'll admit, I've not been paying attention.
It's all the
I
same.
think
All the
Pineda
same
won
fucks,
the
yeah.
first round. And
Yeah, I thought so
Burns
too.
right now is probably gonna win the second round, but it's
Yeah.
still early.
Yeah. About 3 minutes in,
They
Burns is on top. Or 2 minutes in, rather.
They
sorry.
both look like decent grapplers. Like Pineda in the first round was doing some good grappling, but right now Burns is smothering him.
Yeah. Yeah, Burns is on top now. Like, he was losing the first round for sure. It looked like Pineda was controlling him with the wrestling, staying on top, but now roles reversed here in the second. And Pineda's cut, eh? Pineda's bleeding. I'm not sure where
Above the eye, I can see it.
Is it
It's
above the left eye?
Yeah, it looks like it's above the eye.
I'm not sure if it's above or kind of next to the eye. Or I can't quite tell where the cut is, but it's definitely near the left eye.
It's a
And,
superficial cut. I mean, it's nothing that'll stop him from fighting.
Ooh. Yeah, Pineda tried to fight out of that. Almost got back to his feet. Burns dragged him back down. Looked to take his back. Oh, but Pineda rolls into guard, gets top position. That was huge.
And
Burns controlled
you
him
see,
for
like,
most of that
Burns was-
round.
Exactly. Burns was doing great grappling, and all of a sudden Pineda gets the reversal, and he gets into even half guard like pretty easily.
Yeah.
It's weird. Both of the guys are getting their moments.
It's a good grappling contest. Like, Burns
Yeah.
had his
excellent
back.
fight.
He was looking to lock in that body triangle, but he couldn't quite get it. He slipped off. Pineda rolled at the right time, got in his guard, and now he's passed from half guard into side control. And he's
It
got
was
Burns.
pretty
He's got
amateurish, actually.
he's got Burns pinned up against the fence. Oh, and now he's working a crucifix. He's got a full crucifix now on Gilbert Burns, and he's working in the elbows. He's got over a minute to work now. He could finish this fight. Now he's working for the Americana. Trying to get that Americana down, working that crucifix, working short elbows to the head of Herbert Burns. Burns is in trouble here, man. You don't want to be under a crucifix like that. You throw enough of those strikes, they're not answered. The referee's going to have to step in and stop this thing.
And I'll tell you what, Pineda is winning the round 2 now also. Like at the early of the round was Burns, but he's doing so much damage right now that this round it might be his also.
Yeah, I think Pineda has done enough in this round to
This is the most dominant moment of the round.
this is a near fight ending thing here. I mean, if he keeps throwing these strikes, if he keeps landing these strikes unanswered, the referee might have to stop it. Like, okay, Burns is under him, and he's trying to escape from the crucifix position, but
It's all-
at what point, the referee, are you going to step in here? Because there you go, it's over. You can't throw that many unanswered strikes. Like, okay.
Dana liked it. Look at Dana's face.
It was impressive, man. There you go. The fight's over. Daniel Pineda with a really nice crucifix. Like, what a reversal there. He was in big trouble in that round. Burns almost takes his back. Pineda rolls in, gets the guard, strikes to pass into half, strikes to pass into side control, passes from side control into the crucifix, locks that arm down with his leg on that one side, locks the other arm down with his arm, crucifixes him, and then, boom, a bunch of short strikes. And you throw that many unanswered strikes, and you can't get out of the position. Like, the referee gave Burns enough time to try and escape that position, but he just couldn't, man. He was hip bumping. He was trying to bridge. He was trying to escape. Nothing he did was getting him out of that spot, and he was just continuing to take more and more unanswered strikes. It's not like Burns is knocked out, but he took so much punishment there. The referee had to step in because Burns was stuck. He wasn't getting out from under it, and that's all she wrote, man. Daniel Pineda with the second-round TKO victory. Super nice crucifix, and I love that position, man. I think that's an underutilized position in MMA because you don't necessarily have to beat up your opponent. You don't have to submit him. You don't have to catch him in a submission. All you have to do is lock him down in that crucifix position and just rain down, small strikes. You don't have to do tons of damage. As long as you're continuing with those strikes, the referee's going to step in. It reminds me of what Roy Nelson did to Kimbo Slice on the Ultimate Fighter season. I don't know if you guys remember, but Roy Nelson got that takedown on Kimbo, got the crucifix, put his big belly in Kimbo's face, and landed a bunch of little strikes, and Kimbo just couldn't get out of the position, so the referee had to step in. It's not like you take a ton of damage, but because you're stuck in that crucifix, you're stuck in bottom position, you can't get out, and the referee has to step in, man. I love that top crucifix position. I use it a lot in jiu-jitsu. I think it's really good. You could do a lot from that position. You could work an armbar with your legs. You could work the Americana. You could go to full mount. Like, there's a lot of stuff you can do with that nice crucifix there from the side. And I love it, man. Smooth grappling from Daniel Pineda. Nice fight, man. I like that.
It was
AJ?
good, man. It was
Very
great,
good
man.
fight.
I thought, look.
I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys.
All right. Freddie's taking it. What are you doing? Smoke break?
He's going for a whiz, man. What do you think?
I don't know.
Listen, he's drinking tea, bud. What do you think tea does to you? It's a diuretic, man. It makes you go to the washroom.
Okay.
Listen, so, you know what the biggest problem was, Dave? I'm going to tell you. Was the roll to the back. It was so sloppy. When you have your head up against the octagon, you can't get a full throw. So you can't really throw your body to get the back. So what he did is that he was gassed as well. You can see that. So it was an easy roll to get to top.
Slippery
Once he got
too.
on top, man, Pineda he got him, man. He got him in the crucifix, and that's it. And you know what? I thought he was gonna wait for the last 15, 20 seconds, and then probably try to go for a Kimura or a straight armbar, which he had. The setup for the straight armbar was right there. But you know what? In this world of MMA, I mean, going for submissions doesn't really get you ahead of the score card at times. But throwing those punches like he did, those elbows, does. And you know what? It won him the fight. He was just waiting. And you know what? He would have probably went for a straight armbar. It was right there.
AJ, raise your camera so I can see your whole face. Oh, there you go. That's better. That's better. Yeah, or just lean back or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. So... Yeah, sorry,
hey,
bud.
Daniel Pineda cashes in plus 215 the underdog here. Herbert Burns was a minus 235 favorite, so big win for Daniel Pineda. Odds makers did not have him winning that fight, and he was in big trouble, man, in that second round. His eye is kind of closed up. He's got a cut on his eyelid. His left, oh, man, it wasn't above the eye. That was on the eye. Remember we were wondering where that cut was? Yep. It's right on the eyelid, on that left eyelid. It's totally shut. That cut is so bad, and it hinders his vision so much that if that fight would have gone another 30 seconds, that fight ended, 4 minutes, 37 seconds in the second round. If that fight goes another 23 seconds, it goes into the corners, and a doctor checks on Daniel Pineda, and I got to imagine that a doctor would have stopped that shit.
Absolutely.
You look at that cut, it's swollen his eye shut. The cut's on the eyelid. I think if a doctor had checked on Daniel Pineda in between rounds, he loses that fight due to TKO, due to a cut. So the fact that he finished there in the second round, very, very fortuitous for Daniel Pineda. Like, very lucky, man, because if he doesn't finish right there in that round, I think the doctor stops it because he can't see. He cannot see out of his left eye at all. It's swollen shut, and the cut is in a really bad place right on the eyelid. That's nasty, man. I can't imagine what stitches there would feel like. Jeez. Man, as he's talking to Joe Rogan, too, like, he's got one eye open, and the other eye, like, the cut is, like, bleeding, like, crying tears. Like, it's really, like, crying blood, man. It's nasty. This is, it's ugly,
man. It's a Rocky Balboa look.
Yeah, man. Pineda got lucky that fight didn't go to a third round, man. Yeah.
Look, when you see an eye like that, and if he was standing up, man, you just go for the other eye and you try to close it, and the fight is going to be stopped. But you know what? You got to give him a lot of credit. He went to what he had to do because he can't see now. You stick to your grappling. You did the crucifix. You hold him down, put the chest pressure, and he won the fight. You know, but you're right. If that would have stood up, the doctor would have saw that. They would have stopped that fight.
Big win there from Daniel Pineda. I like that fight. That was a good one. Huge reversal. Nice crucifix to get the finish.
And that's one of their Burns brothers. And I told you on Thursday, I said there are like 3 of them that fight. And you know what? That's one of the 3. He didn't do too bad. It was just an unfortunate loss. Just I think he sort of gassed out at the end of that fight, and that's what cost him the loss. But you know what? He'll be back. And I want to see the other brother. I'm not too sure what his name is again, but I know he was some good jiu-jitsu grappler. So we'll see how he does in MMA.
How many brothers does Gilbert Burns have?
I thought there were 3 in total.
Oh, yeah?
If not more.
Shout out to Dirt Diggler on the chat. Todd0864. Hey. Jason Morno Pete out in Mexico.
Corona.
Oh, man. Daniel Cormier has a mask. He's got, everybody's wearing the face mask. Daniel Cormier's got a mask with, like, a picture of his family on it. How do I get myself one of those? I want a mask with a picture of my family on it. That's good.
Pretty
I like
cool.
it. Sebastian Rouillard watching us on Facebook Live. He says, ringside always on point. AJ, what? We are always on point, man. We're always doing the thing. There's nobody who talks MMA and professional wrestling like the Ringside Report Network. Nobody brings you the mixed martial arts and professional wrestling coverage like we give you here on the Ringside Report Network. I defy anybody out there in the world who has the Dave Simon knowledge base that Dave Simon possesses, and Dave Simon is me, okay? Fucking nobody, man. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, is there anybody out there who's got the MMA, the grappling knowledge, who can break the sport down and also could break down professional wrestling for 30-plus years in the game, watching the game? Is there anybody out there? And you know what? There isn't. So I'm going to start saying that. There fucking isn't, okay? It's just me. Support the Ringside Report Network. Support Dave Simon Productions. Support AJ DeLesio, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, all-around badass, hilarious dude. Support Freddie Garcia, King of the Candy, back with us.
I thought you were going to say King of the Can.
Yo, King of everything.
Man,
what you got?
These are the Takis.
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 Yeah,
Takis.
That was good.
Extreme Fuego, man. These are incredible, man.
Are they Fuego? Are they really hot?
Oh, yeah. They're good, man. What I like about them is you got to eat them slowly because they're too spicy.
Oh, yeah.
I eat slowly instead of just, like, putting it all in my mouth.
AJ, what do you got for snacks? Humpty Dumpty Party Mix?
I try not to put too many things in my mouth, but I'm going to tell you, I like the Party Mix.
When I get that Party Mix, I don't like that one. I don't like the Humpty Dumpty Party Mix. I like the one that's Munchies. You know the Munchies? You ever seen that one?
No.
It's the same thing, but it's called Munchies. It's good. I've got these, bro. I've got, can you see that? Yeah. Look at that.
No.
Gummy bears.
I finished my jelly beans already, so.
You hate gummy bears?
Dude, I can't stand gummy bears.
What?
Anything that looks like I can go fishing with, I don't eat.
I've never been
And first of
fishing.
all, no, we should go, man. We should.
I've
make that a
never been
ringside
fishing.
outing, man. I'm gonna take you.
John Hedstrom says, Dave, you need to give yourself more credit. You're too humble. I am too humble. I don't give myself enough credit. I really don't. I don't take a lot of credit on the show. I am pretty humble on the show. And you know what? I think I'm too fucking humble. All right? And I'm not going to be so humble anymore.
No.
I'm going to be a lot
Yeah.
I'm going to be a lot more forthcoming. I'm going to be a lot more like bragging about myself, a lot more braggadocious, and I'm going to talk a lot more shit about a lot of people, and we'll see what comes of it. Who's going to do anything about it? What the fuck are they going to do? I don't know. Fuck it.
Wait,
It's fun.
So we're gonna be like Ariel Hawani now? Is that what you're saying?
I don't want to be like Ariel Hawani. That guy doesn't know about how to actually choke somebody unconscious. What does that guy know about actually fighting? Has he ever put his bare feet on a mat? I don't think so, brother.
Hey,
Fuck does he know?
You know who called you the man this week?
Everybody.
Our good friend, Gabriel Morency, Sports Rage, man. When Sports Rage says that Dave Simon is the man, you know.
Did he say I was the man?
Legit.
When did he say that?
Gabriel.
I didn't see that.
Wednesday. Well, of course not, man.
Where did he
AJ
put
is
that?
always
Where did he put that?
on his show, man. On his show.
What do you mean?
I was listening to it with some guys.
And he gave me
And
a
you
shout
just
out?
mentioned Dave out of the blue.
Yeah. No, we were conversing, you know.
You see, now that every time we question you, this is why we're like doubting, because once we start questioning whatever you say, it's like, yeah, it's all right, man, all right.
Listen,
all right,
you guys were doubting me when I went with Harvey Keitel for lunch. You were like, that can't be, it's bullshit. You know what happens. I'd even tell you the time that I tried to take a date, Angelina Jolie. That's another story for another day. But I tried to go on a date with her once. With my Mazda 323.
It didn't work, huh?
Well, it
didn't
almost
work?
did work. No. It almost did work.
What do you
Except
mean?
Her boyfriend got on the way.
Oh, except she had a boyfriend. She had no interest in you.
No. She did, bud. She did. I'm telling you. When AJ says, I'm telling you, I could have been getting it on with Jolie there. It was crazy. First of all,
Aren't you John Voight's age? Aren't you John Voight's age?
That's the guy. Well, no, what's the guy? What's the guy that she was with? The guy with the blood on his fucking necklace
Billy Bob Thornton?
That's the guy. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you mentioned.
All right.
So you lost her to Billy Bob? That's your story?
No, she was with Billy Bob. Billy Bob was going to lose her to AJ. With my Mazda 323, 1986. Now, that's what you call a classy car. That was the best car I ever had, actually.
Here comes Jairzinho. Jairzinho coming to the cage. I've got Jairzinho by knockout here in this fight.
No. You might as well rip up the card. I told you. It's done.
Why don't you rip
You're
up
not
your
winning,
face?
That's a
I
little
think
harsh.
I picked Jairzinho also, huh? Yeah, I had Jairzinho.
Yes, you did. Both of you guys did that, and I can't wait for him to go down so I can start celebrating with my party mix and letting you guys not forget it for at least the next 5 days.
These gummy bears are good as fuck.
Listen, first of all, aren't gummy bears illegal? Don't they put like kinds of shit on that and like they give it to kids? It's not good, man. Like,
What?
Yeah, like marijuana stuff or something on it.
And no, these are not.
Those
like
are normal
weed.
gummies.
Yeah, they're just regular.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you, man, these Takis are so spicy, you can't eat too many at a time because you're like, oh. And also, it forces you to drink a lot of water, which fills you up so you don't eat too much of them. Like I'm endorsing right now. Taki, how you pronounce it? Takis?
I thought it was tackies.
Whatever. Takis?
Takis.
They're good.
I thought it was called tackies. I don't know. I never had them. I can't take the spice, man. I can't take things that are too spicy.
Dave. Get with the times, man.
Well, shut up, AJ. Fuck you.
That's what happens.
Get with the times.
When you're too white.
I'm too white.
When you're too white, that's what happens. You can't handle spicy stuff.
What does that even mean when I'm too white?
Not enough Latin in you.
I'm like,
but he is a Frenchman.
yeah, I'm like French and Vietnamese and Russian. I'm not really that white. I mean, I am, but, you know, I'm a bunch of different things. I'm a bit Russian, bro. Don't fuck with me, okay? And Vietnamese.
Russians are pretty white.
And Vietnamese.
Listen, I want to know how Jason's doing out in Mexico with all that spice, man. I love Mexico, man. I love Mexico. Hence, Corona.
Junior Dos Santos making his way into the cage now, sporting a real creepy mustache.
Dude, does he look a little thin there or what?
I don't like that mustache.
He's got like... Why? The stash looks good, huh?
I don't like mustaches in general.
Excuse me, Dave.
With a beard, it's okay. Like, with the goatee, it's cool. But if you just have a mustache, it's like, yo, it's not 1982, bro. Get out of here. No one wants to see that shit.
Hey, AJ, you're old. You remember a chip that was named Mexitos? Back in the days, Mexitos.
Yeah. What about
that? Was my favorite chip. They don't have them no more. It was my favorite chip.
Remember the pizza bottles?
Nope.
No? Jesus.
Jason Morno out in Mexico says, tacky spicy is soft as fuck here. I believe that 100%. Mexico shit spicy for real.
Man.
Yo, if I went to Mexico, I'd get Montezuma's revenge for real. Constantly, bro. I got a Jewish stomach, okay? Which means weak. Jews historically do not have very strong stomachs. We don't travel well. It's just a genetic thing. It's not my fault. It's true. We don't have strong stomach. A lot of Jews have, we're not good with lactose. I become lactose intolerant like in my 30s for some reason. Fucking terrible. It sucks. Shut up, AJ. I'm going to kick your ass next time I see you. I swear to God.
I got a gym here.
40s, man.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Oh, man. Jairzinho looks a little trim there. He almost has like...
He's going to win, AJ. I got Jairzinho. Fred's got Jairzinho. The odds makers have Jairzinho, slight favorite. But AJ, of course, is going with the mustachio Junior Dos Santos, former heavyweight champion of the world. I'm a big JDS fan, but I just think, he gets knocked out a lot, and he'll probably get knocked out here. Jairzinho hits like a truck. JDS doesn't have the best chin. I think he takes it and falls down.
He's got no boxing defense, man. He's going to drop his hands. Watch it. He's going to drop his hands before he even goes to the center. Key of little faith to Junior Dos Santos, one of the most feared fighters. Amazing striking. Great boxing skills.
Yeah, he's good.
Jairzinho, close to zero boxing defense.
What do you know about that?
Let's see this.
Yeah, I can't wait for Jairzinho to knock out Dos Santos here. It's going to be hilarious.
Hey,
AJ, duck a nice shot and then knock him out.
Yeah.
Listen, right now I'm concerned about the ring girls. Man, their shorts have gotten shorter. Dana White is like budget cuts. Good thing.
What?
Did you notice?
No. How is that budget cuts? It's like we can't pay for all this fabric?
So
we're going to cut the fabric by an inch? What are you talking about?
Evander Holyfield says, I'm digging that mustache.
Yeah, well, Evander is an old man just like you are and has no idea about fashion. That mustache is terrible.
I just want to say that was a nice little counter leg kick by Jairzinho for somebody that doesn't have defense.
No, not his kicks, his boxing defense. Watch it.
I'm just saying, Junior, JDS came in and he replied back with a nice leg kick to push JDS back. We'll see.
Dave, lift up your ticket. You better start ripping it because I'm telling you, man.
Why don't you rip up your own ass, okay?
It's happened before. Like,
I'm not
Fabio
surprised. Oh, yeah, Fabio did it to you. One night, it was late. You didn't have Vaseline, so it happens.
Listen,
happens to the best of us.
Listen, when you grapple enough, shit happens to you that you don't want to... Things happen, dude. Look at that kick, by the way. Did you see that kick by Dos Santos?
Dos Santos,
he looks a lot bigger.
Dos Santos and Rosenstruck, they're in the first round. I've got 3 minutes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, if you want to sync up. First round, Rosenstruck versus Dos Santos. Jason says, If I see a guy with a mustache like that around the school, I call the police. Exactly. Exactly. It's a terror. You can't just have a mustache. You have to have mustache with beard. Like Rosenstruck has a mustache attached to a beard. That's a good look. The just solo mustache, terrible. Terrible. I don't like that. I don't like that look at all.
He's got a big forehead too, so it kind of does give that creep look.
There was a guy earlier also with a mustache. Was it the guy that faced Jim Miller or?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pichel had a mustache. What's with the mustaches, guys? What is this?
I don't know.
It's the
New generation, man. We're all old.
It's not Movember.
Well, it's coming up, so they're getting ready for it.
Oh, I can't wait, man, because you know what comes after Movember? My holiday for testicular cancer, Dicember. Manscaped.com does not like Dicember because you grow your ball hair for December for testicular cancer. Then you show you a picture of your balls and see how hairy they are at the end of December. So forget Movember. I celebrate Dicember, and it's for ball cancer. Okay, Dicember's not a real thing, but I'm starting it. Dicember, far better than Movember. Who wants to grow a mustache? Fuck that. Grow your ball hair, but before you grow your ball hair, shave it all off with Manscaped. And when you get your Manscaped 3.0 lawnmower, go to manscaped.com and use the promo code Ringside to get 20% off your order plus free shipping. Get ready for Dicember with Manscaped and the Ringside Report Network. You guys going to celebrate?
This is an intriguing.
I'm going to celebrate.
I was going to say this is an intriguing fight. Like both guys are not committing to the attack or anything, but it's a hard round to judge right now.
Yeah. I mean, they're both tentative because they know that the other one packs power. Jairzinho's coming off a knockout, too. Oh, Jairzinho just took a good overhand right from Dos Santos, but he ate it.
JDS likes it. It's the second time at least he's thrown it.
I mean, Jairzinho's coming off that fight with Ngannou when he was knocked out cold real quick, so he's got to be a little bit worried, Doesn't have that invincibility feeling anymore. He's not an undefeated fighter. And, Dos Santos has got to be tentative because he knows that Jairzinho packs a punch. But right now I feel like Dos Santos he's controlling the center of the octagon. He's maybe landed a little bit more. Oh, he just got kicked in the balls, though. Oof. Oh, Dos Santos takes a hard shot to the balls, and he's hurt.
Dicember.
That stings. There you go.
Oh, yeah, that was a hard one.
That was a bar. Oh. Wow, boom, kick to the penis. The little Dos Santos got hurt there. So he's waiting. He's trying to recover here. They only got about 14 seconds left in the first round here, but Dos Santos, he's back in it. Didn't take that much time.
Tough round to judge. Maybe I give it to JDS, but I could see it going either way.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Dos Santos in the first round. A close round, but I think he landed a little bit more. Controlled the center of the octagon, controlled the pace of the fight. Okay, AJ.
Whoa. I'm still waiting. I haven't finished a round yet. I'm behind. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Just at the end with his spinning kick there, look, he won that round. There's no doubt about it. But we'll see what happens in the second. Usually the knockouts happen in the second round. They're just testing each other out, making sure that they don't get knocked out early. Dos Santos did come up with a heavy right. It didn't knock out Jairzinho. Phased them a little bit, but we'll see what happens. Listen, man, I remember looking at Ngannou and Jairzinho and looking at just their different pros and cons to the fighter. And I remember Jairzinho's hands, man, they were huge. The guy has the biggest hands I've ever seen. But then Ngannou lifted up the Shack and took him up in the air as if it was nothing. So, man, when you look at power,
the Shack.
What do you mean lifted up the Shack?
You didn't see that? You didn't see Ngannou lifted up Shaquille O'Neal as if it was. And Shaq says that no one in his entire life has done that, but Ngannou did.
Okay.
Here we go, round 2. I know it already started for you guys.
Mm-hmm. I'm 20 seconds in.
32, 31, 30, 29.
Damn it, I'm waiting.
I'm like 4 seconds behind you, Fred. John Hedstrom asks, who has their window open? I hear crickets. That's because AJ's doing the show from outside. I hear those crickets, too. My God.
Listen, man, nothing like the outdoors. Budweiser, party mix, and crickets. What more do you want?
Really,
You're
Lucy
watching
just
UFC.
kicked you out of your house. I mean, that's what actually happened.
Listen, shit happens.
Noah said, you're too loud. Get out of here.
Yeah, leave.
No. Noah said, I need to wake up tomorrow.
Yeah.
I wonder what the neighbors are going to think.
That you're crazy?
Yeah, I'm sure they already.
But they already...
Yeah.
Yeah.
They already know. They already know. They knew me when I was a little kid, and I came back into this area after 25 plus years.
Sure, they're thrilled to have you back.
I'm kind of hoping your mom starts yelling at you, like, what are you doing outside?
Yeah, shut up, AJ.
What's new, man? Listen, man, Italian families, they're yelling all the time. And tomorrow is Sunday. That's when they yell the loudest.
Interesting fight so far, man. Jairzinho looks really tentative. Anytime Dos Santos gets near him, Jairzinho's like, I don't know.
But he's eating them. Every time he walks in, he's eating a punch.
Jairzinho hasn't thrown very much.
Well, JDS is the guy that's moving better.
Yep.
Like, you see JDS moving side to side and all that. He has much better movement than Jairzinho.
Yeah. But it only takes one for Jairzinho, you know? And it should only take one for JDS, too. Like, they're both guys with one-punch knockout power. And Jairzinho looks like he's just kind of measuring, just kind of waiting, trying to find that angle. Ooh, JDS with a stiff right hand.
JDS is getting comfortable here.
Yeah.
Like, JDS is finding his distance and all.
Yeah.
It's an even better second round for him.
Yeah, he's looking good here in the second round.
He's looking confident also.
Yeah. This is a real, very tactical Junior Dos Santos. He's not rushing in. He's picking his spots. He's found his range. Ooh, Jairzinho with a couple shots, though. I think they might have, shaken Junior up. Oh, I think Junior's a little bit rattled. Jairzinho needs to press. Jairzinho's starting to press. Junior is not pressing back.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Don't rip anything, Dave. Don't be ripping anything, Dave. Don't be ripping anything, Dave.
It's over, baby. It's over. Jairzinho Rozenstruik with the knockout victory of Junior Dos Santos. TKO in the second round. What's up, AJ? What's up, AJ? Can you see me now? What's up, AJ? Jairzinho knocks out Junior Dos Santos. We fucking told you, boy. Why would I be ripping anything up? That's one on my ticket. That's one on my parlay. Jairzinho by knockout. Cha-ching! Cash that one in.
I think Dos Santos slips.
Oh, shut up, bro. He got knocked unconscious twice in that fight. Are you kidding me? He got dropped. Jairzinho, boom, straight left, and then follows it up with the looping right, drops Dos Santos, follows it up with some punches on the ground. Dos Santos turtles up. Jairzinho lands punches. Dos Santos manages to get back to his feet while he's eating a bunch of shots, but then falls down again, and that's when the referee, John Miragliotta, stepped in and saved Junior Dos Santos from taking more of a beating. That shit is over. Jairzinho Rozenstruik knocks out Junior Dos Santos. All it takes is one. That's what I was saying, man. Jairzinho was losing that fight. He wasn't moving as well, but he's so powerful. And Junior Dos Santos, he's a little chinny. He's taken a lot of beatings in his life. Took those Cain Velasquez fights. I don't think he's ever been the same since those two Cain Velasquez fights. And who would be? Took one of the worst beatings I've ever seen in the UFC, and then he went in there and took it again. 2 fights in a row with Cain Velasquez. When Cain Velasquez was, I think, the greatest heavyweight of all time, to be honest. If you're going to ask me who the greatest heavyweight champion in the UFC history was, as far as skill, as far as dominance, as far as in his prime, I'd say Cain Velasquez. But, UFC's trying to tell you that it's DC or Stipe, but I still think Cain Velasquez was the best heavyweight we've actually ever seen. And he beat the shit out of a really prime Junior Dos Santos, and I think he softened him up for the rest of his career. And Jairzinho Rozenstruik takes advantage here tonight, a knockout victory. AJ, didn't you tell me to rip up my ticket where I had bet on Jairzinho to win by knockout? Didn't you say that it wasn't going to happen? What happened, AJ? What happened? Let's see the excuses now. He slipped? Fell on a banana peel? No. He would have won had he not been knocked out? Is that what you're going to tell us? He was looking really good until he lost? That's usually the AJ line, right? You got to give it to him?
Look, if it would have continued, he would have won by decision. But the thing is that unfortunately, look, he kind of he threw that punch, that punch, and he sort of cocked back. And I don't know what happened. He kind of, it's sort of like he got caught with this cork punch or devil's horn punch that they want to call it. It was just a short punch that kind of knocked him out. It was right on the temple. And I think, man, it's Dos Santos' time has come, man, and it's gone. Because he was looking good. He was looking good in the first 2 rounds. And then this weird cork punch, or a devil's horn punch, some people call it. Look at it. You'll see it come up.
Yeah, that one. It's over there, right? That one where he goes here and then he goes It's like straight,
and then
like
it turns in.
Yeah,
and it turns in.
Cool punch.
So,
Jairzinho
cool punch,
represent.
But it's not like that's not a punch that has that much power because it's not coming way back. So, but it was enough for Dos Santos to get rattled, man. It just goes to show you the power of Jairzinho.
Yeah.
But you know what? Look, if it would have continued, maybe Dos Santos could have won this fight because he was winning those rounds. It's unfortunate.
Oh, he could have won had he not been knocked unconscious. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. He was winning the fight, and he could have won had he not been knocked out, which I predicted was going to happen. And you told me to rip up my ticket? Remember that, AJ? That was good.
Damn it.
AJ.
Look, AJ can get things wrong sometimes. AJ can get things wrong.
Very often.
He was
very
right.
often.
AJ was right up to the second round, and then Dos Santos slipped, and then he got the devil's horn punch.
Freddie and I both took Jairzinho to win by knockout, and he did.
The next fight might be the tough one for you. Like I got O'Malley, but Vera, he has a lot of experience. Like this is a tough one for O'Malley.
It's a tough fight for O'Malley. I think he wins by decision. I think he wins 2 rounds. I think he probably wins the first 2 rounds and then falls apart in the third, and then has to survive and does. I think he just squeaks out a 3-round decision win over Vera. I think he looks really good in the first. I think O'Malley for sure wins the first round. He comes out with energy. Maybe wins the second round. Maybe loses the third type of deal. I think Vera's tough. He's going to be tough to put away. O'Malley, I don't think we'll be able to put him away, but I think he'll do enough to win a judge's decision. We'll see, though.
Damn, that sucks.
The cricket agrees.
Yeah, your crickets agree, AJ. Your team of crickets behind you.
Let me get my shotgun and shut them up.
That's what happens if you have a mustache, man. You get knocked out.
I want to know did he come out dancing to his song? Are we still on that bandwagon?
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
What's up, man? What's up with Junior Dos Santos, man? You're done, bud.
He's been fighting for a long time, and he fought a really tough heavyweight knockout artist. It happens.
Exactly.
Do you ask what's up with Andrei Arlovsky every time he gets knocked out?
Well, I mean, JDS is not at Andrei Arlovsky, I think, right now, but that's his trajectory, man. He's going towards that type of career, probably. I mean, once you start getting knocked out, it's up and down. Look, Overeem at some point, people are like, Overeem at some point, it felt like his chin was getting a little shaky, and then he had a couple of good fights. But yeah, it's always dangerous for these guys to get knocked out, for sure.
These
but
guys,
they have
man,
the skills.
The heavyweights, man. These heavyweights that have been fighting at heavyweight, especially in the UFC, for a long time, a lot of them have been knocked out a bunch of times. And the more times you get knocked out, the easier it is to knock you out the next time. And Junior Dos Santos has been knocked out a bunch. I'm not surprised. Not surprised, motherfucker.
Well, look at O'Malley's hair, man. He looks great. And Vera's been...
You like that hair?
Sporting. I like that hair. And Vera's sporting a duo as well, man.
Why don't you grow your hair like that?
If you could grow hair,
with a triple
would you
color.
do that?
If I could grow hair tomorrow, damn right, man. If somebody
Should
says
I do it?
Put hair on your head, I'll do it. I'll even dread it if I have to.
Yeah, but you can't
Don't
grow
do
hair,
that.
AJ. So should I do it? Because I can grow hair. Should I do it? Should I do the Sean O'Malley look?
Don't do that to your
more
family.
You'll look more like that 69 guy.
I wanted to look like I wanted to do like I wanted to bleach my hair. I honestly, for shoot for real.
I've done that, young.
Me too. I did it when I was like in high school. I looked like Eminem, you know, back when Eminem was like in his prime, you know. I looked like a little
See, me,
Eminem.
it's in the Jacques Villeneuve days.
Oh,
You
okay.
remember Jacques Villeneuve? He had like the bleach hair, man. So it goes back far, man.
I was more like in high school for Eminem and Fred Durst, so that bleach blonde look, like the short buzz cut bleach blonde look, was like very much in, and that's what I was in like grade 8 or whatever it was, you know. And I was thinking about bringing that look back. I was like, hey, maybe I'll like shave my head and then like bleach it, just like look all crazy. But again, like all the things in my life that I think, oh, this would be crazy, I got a red light on that one. I was like, no. I was told no. So
Listen, on another note, that Jacques Villeneuve guy, I had a little altercation with him years back.
I'm not surprised.
He's a dick.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
He's not much of an athlete either. Fucking drove a car. Who cares? I'd drive a car
punt
too.
him like a football if I had to.
Yeah. I don't think race car drivers are real athletes. Okay, how about that?
No,
Fred?
no. No. Don't say that to Freddie. Freddie's on like the circuit there. But I'm telling you, like, no. They are actually.
Well, not
I
like
think he was,
MMA
like,
fighters are athletes. You know, they're athletes like golfers are athletes. You know, they're not like MMA fighter athletes, you know, or basketball players. You know, they're athletes, but like, you know, they're like in the same category as like golfers or table tennis players.
Golfers, if they lack attention for a split second, risk their lives. Huh? I mean, come on, a race car driver, if he's not fully focused, he might die, man. Come on,
okay,
not
so you
golf,
have to
man.
concentrate really
All right?
hard.
Not
We're
golf,
concentrating
man.
really hard.
Not
Look,
golf.
When I'm on the road and I'm going 100,
Think of Senna.
when I'm going 120 on the road, if I don't concentrate real hard, I'll fucking die too. But like nobody's giving me a
they
fucking
go
medal.
300.
Yeah, well,
They're going 300.
I'm not allowed to go 300, so whatever. I'm not impressed. Okay, fuck it.
Yeah,
They're not
you wouldn't
athletes.
go 300, period.
No, I'd probably be scared. But they're not athletes like MMA fighters are athletes. Like that's a real athlete. Like come on.
Fighting and racing are the only sports. The rest are games.
I
Somebody
disagree.
said that.
I disagree with that. I think fighting is a sport. I think basketball is a sport. I think soccer is a sport.
It's a game.
I think
It's a
hockey
game.
is a sport. I think
It's a game.
running is a sport. I think boxing is a sport. I think
Well, it's a
baseball is a
fighting
game.
sport.
I like baseball. Baseball is like my favorite sport other than fighting and wrestling. But I think baseball is just a game. Like, I play baseball. I've played baseball. I played baseball for most of my life, you know, and it's concentration. You definitely have to be like, what did Yogi Berra say? Baseball is 50% physical and 100% mental, you know? Something like that. I agree with that. It's mostly mental. And these sports that are mostly mental, like, you know, baseball, racing, they're games. Or they're, I don't know. It's like you're an athlete, but it's fucking borderline athlete, you know? You're not like an MMA fighter or a basketball player who can jump like 300 feet in the air. No. All right? That's my fucking 2 cents on it. And you got a problem with that? You're a fucking race car driver? Fuck you gonna do about it? You're not a real athlete. You can't fight. Get out of here.
No. You never know, Dave.
Whatever.
Listen,
John
you're gonna say
Hedstrom
something-
says dart throwers are serious athletes. See, they're not, but they're considered fucking athletes. You know, like some of these curlers. You know, people that do curling. Some of these guys are fat and they're drinking beer while they're doing it. Like, no, you're not a fucking athlete, bro. I'm sorry. No.
Well, you got to be an athlete to be a race car driver because you're racing for 4 hours into the heat or a couple of hours. Like you're losing 10 pounds of water
Exactly.
in a race. Like it's not easy. That's all I'm saying. Don't compare it to golf. And I love golf.
Golf is not easy, I don't think.
No, golf is hard. But they're both sports, man. Respect everything, man.
No, I respect
That's
nothing.
right, Freddie.
I respect nothing.
Respect.
You gotta
See, I
give
wanted-
it to them, man.
They gotta give it to.
Hey,
I
listen,
wanted hair
and-
like
and
Marlon
first of all-
Vera. I wanted to get the Marlon Vera hair. He's got the bleach blonde buzz cut going. I want to get that. I want to do that
Yeah,
again,
man.
like I'm in high school.
Eminem, man, here he comes.
Jason Morno
do that
Pete
to
says
your family,
manscaping is a sport. Hey, if manscaping is a sport, you should go to manscaped.com and get the best equipment for that sport that you could possibly get. Manscaped.com. Use the promo code Ringside20. Get 20% off your order plus free shipping. We all do it. It's not much of a sport. It's fun. It's fun to manscape with the great Manscaped products. Support the Ringside Report Network by supporting our sponsors, Manscaped, IP Vanish. Go to vpn.ringsidereport.net. Sign up for a great VPN. And also, what's the other one? Don't
Stitcher,
forget.
man, Stitcher.
Yeah, of course, Stitcher. Stitcher Premium. Go to Stitcher.com/premium. Use that promo code Ringside for a free month of Stitcher Premium. They got a lot of great audio there. Stitcher Premium. Stitcher.com/premium. Promo code Ringside. Acme Toon says pro wrestling is a sport. Yeah. See, like, pro wrestlers are more athletes than fucking car drivers, you know? Like, pro wrestlers are jacked, baby. Jacked. Okay?
Even if they're not jacked, man, they are like unbelievable. Like look at Drew Onyx. Drew Onyx is not jacked at all. But let me tell you,
Yeah,
when
he
it
is.
comes to
He's pretty-
athleticism,
He's pretty muscular.
he's strong as a
Take
bull.
it
but
easy.
when you
Take
think
it
of-
easy.
Bro, he's strong as a bull, but the thing
Yeah.
is that he's an athlete. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like
he
you look
is.
at guys like
Any
you look at
sport.
guys like
Like
you
any
look at
sport,
big country.
being
think
any
of
sport
big
being
country.
athletic is important. You say baseball, and yeah, they're not maybe the greatest athlete, but trust me, if you're a good athlete, it helps in baseball. It helps in
yeah.
every sport.
Yeah.
It helps in racing because if you're a good athlete, hey, you got to fight the heat and all that of racing. Like it's all important. It counts.
You know
Be in shape, people.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Of
Actually-
course.
actually,
I'm just
listen-
joking around here. I'm fucking around, guys. Like race car drivers, you know, it's tough and they put their lives on the line and it's dangerous and I get it. I'm just saying, you know, when I compare it to a UFC fighter, I'm like, well, who's the more athlete guy here? I'd say UFC
but-
fighters.
Of course.
But think about it. Tiger Woods, when he started to jack, when he got jacked and he was looking like a freaking bodybuilder, his golf game went south, man. It just didn't work for him.
I don't know. All the golfers these days look jacked, man. They all look like this next generation. They're all jacked because
Really?
being in good shape is important. Period.
Right. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, if you're super jacked, wouldn't you be able to hit a ball further?
Well, it depends, man. It's like saying an extremely jacked bodybuilder coming into the UFC doesn't necessarily mean because he's
Well,
so
I'm
jacked
sorry, like
that he's
Barry
gonna be-
Bonds got jacked for a reason and it helped him hit a ball real far, right? So I figure the same thing
Barry-
would work in golf.
Well, Barry Bonds I love Barry Bonds, man.
All right, here
So
comes
cool.
Sean O'Malley. He's 12-0. He's undefeated. He's walking into the octagon. Marlon Vera's already there waiting for him. O'Malley's got the blue, yellow, purple hair going.
I got a hair question. Like, how you like split your hair? Like, because it was all like up like an afro,
Yeah.
and now it's all like color by
Cornrow.
color. Like, how much time do you fucking spend to?
I think
to not
that's his
mix it?
girlfriend. That's his girlfriend that did it. I watched the embedded, and his girlfriend seems to do the coloring of his hair, seems to do the styling of his hair. She seems to be his nutritionist. She's like everything for him. So I don't
Well,
know.
she's good.
She's really good. It looks cool, man. It does look
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I could not pull that look off. I think I'd pull the Marlon Vera look off better, but It does look cool for Sean O'Malley. I'm starting to become a Sean O'Malley fan. I was thinking he was a little goofy. He had the rainbow hair. He had the face tattoos. I was like, maybe this kid isn't for real. But I'm starting to believe the Sean O'Malley hype train now. I am going with Sean O'Malley to win by decision. AJ, who do you have and how do they win?
Quickly. I said O'Malley, and I went with
O'Malley by decision. Freddie?
Decision, yep.
I'm going to break the party and say O'Malley by knockout. He's going to finish it.
No, we're all going the same way.
All right, we all got Sean O'Malley to win. O'Malley coming in right now, minus 280 the favorite. Vera plus 255 the underdog. We all like Sean O'Malley to win. Just to recap what's happened so far, Junior Dos Santos losing by TKO to Jairzinho Rozenstruik in the last fight. Second round, 347 in the second. Rozenstruik over Dos Santos by TKO. Daniel Pineda over Herbert Burns by TKO in the second round. Merab Dvalishvili over John Dodson by unanimous decision. Vince Pichel over Jim Miller by decision. Verna Jandaroba by submission armbar over Felice Herrig. Daniel Chavez over TJ Brown by decision. Livia Hanata Souza over Ashley Yoder by decision. Chris Daukaus over Parker Porter by TKO in the first. And Kai Kamaka III over Tony Kelly by unanimous decision. And that's all the fights so far tonight at UFC 252. We are in the co-main event. Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera coming up 3 rounds in the 135-pound weight division. Stipe Miocic, Daniel Cormier for the heavyweight championship of the world is up next, baby. I've got Sean O'Malley by decision here. Let's keep this parlay going. My parlay's 1 for 1 on a 3-fight parlay. I had Jairzinho by knockout. I've got O'Malley by decision. And I've got Stipe by decision, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
He's got a cool tattoo in the front as well. He's kind of got that Conor.
Oh, nice leg kick there by O'Malley. First leg kick he throws in the fight definitely, moves Marlon Vera. 4 minutes, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37 in the first round between Vera and O'Malley. If you want to follow along and sync up with us here. AJ's cricket buddies keeping him company outside. Freddie at the Garcia Mansion. You've heard of Gracie Mansion. That's where the mayor of New York lives. Garcia Mansion. That's where the mayor of Fredtown lives.
It's a basement man cave gym.
Pretty badass. And I, of course, am at the Ringside Report Network home studios. I'm at the base, the mothership, the hub. I've got a fan going beneath me here, guys. I got a fan blowing air like my on my legs and my balls. Feels great. Feels great.
Sounds exciting, Dave.
Well, I didn't want to turn the air conditioning on. The air conditioning makes a bunch of noise, and it gets pretty hot in here with all the lights. So got a little fanski. Keeping me cool down here. I don't know why you needed to know that.
When we're back?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, I don't know when you guys are ever going to come back. Nice body kick by O'Malley, caught by Marlon Vera.
He keeps his hands like really low, man. O'Malley like just drops them, and he's playing a game.
Switching stances too.
Switching
from southpaw to orthodox. Like, it's pretty impressive how he's able to do that so fluidly. And when you can do that, when you can be an ambidextrous fighter like that, it gives you a huge advantage. I don't know about you, AJ, but like I could fight orthodox. I can't really fight southpaw. Like I couldn't really switch. It'd be awkward. Switching stances is hard. It's harder than it looks when people do it. Like, there's a reason not everybody can do it, because it's like not that easy. It's like being a switch hitter in baseball. It's like I can crank a homer right-handed, and you see me bat left-handed, I look like an idiot. I'm right-handed. But I can fight orthodox. I can't fight southpaw.
But if you have that,
I'm not sure what O'Malley's doing, but he was pushing the pace, and all of a sudden it seems like he's not being as aggressive.
Oh. He's finding his rhythm. He's finding his range.
Yeah.
Ooh. What the hell just happened there? That was weird. O'Malley, like, did you see that?
No, I'm not there yet.
I think O'Malley's leg is hurt.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's something.
Yeah, his leg.
Cause,
there's something wrong with his right leg. I think like he tore his knee because he like went down and Vera just kind of moved away from him. Like what? There's something seriously wrong with O'Malley's leg. He cannot move.
Yeah.
He hurt himself. O'Malley, I think his right leg is busted. It's done.
What the hell happened? Maybe he popped his ACL.
I'm telling you, at some point he stopped moving forward, and I'm like, oh, it didn't look right.
Yeah, there was some backwards motion that O'Malley did, and he seriously hurt his leg. And Vera recognizes that. Vera sees that O'Malley's not right. Well, this is a bad look for O'Malley. He could be in serious trouble here. This is early in the fight. There's a minute left in the first round. He's got 2 more rounds to fight. And I don't know if he's won this round. Like, I don't know if you could even give the first round to Sean O'Malley at this point. Especially now with Vera pressing, landing leg kicks on O'Malley's good leg. Well, yeah, he might not be able to continue. He's not moving well, but he's still throwing punches. He's still trying to move forward. Oh, there he goes. He's rushing forward. He's pressing the action. Oh, but he gets pushed and he falls down. Like you can see, he's on one leg. Oh, Vera in O'Malley's guard, landing some big punches. It's over.
What? You're kidding me.
Whoa. It's over. O'Malley's done.
Yeah, he popped his knee or something.
His leg is seriously hurt.
Wow.
He was down. He couldn't get back up. He was done. He was very hurt.
That sucks.
Oh, that's unfortunate, man.
Really sucks.
Wow.
You know what? It looks like it could even be his Achilles or something. I don't know.
Nah, it looked like his knee. It might have been his. I don't know. Oh, his leg is seriously hurt. He's writhing around in pain. So O'Malley went down. He got pushed. He fell. Like he was pressing forward, landing some punches. He gets pushed. He falls because he's only on one leg.
He can't even stand up. Yeah, there's something wrong with. Look, we saw that like one time.
Wow.
When the knee pops,
yeah, and then he goes. So he goes down, and Vera lands some big punches from inside the guard. And a big elbow, boom, there it is. Oof. And Herb Dean's like, yeah, this guy, another big elbow, a couple more punches. And Herb Dean stepped in. He could tell that O'Malley was hurt, and he wasn't getting up. He just didn't have the ability in his legs to get Vera out of his guard. Well, there goes my fucking parlay. Goddamn.
Listen, man.
Come on, buddy. O'Malley, tough break, man. That's a tough way to lose your first
really
fight.
Sucks.
Wow.
Look, shit happens. Shit happens. It happens to every fighter, and you know what? We'll see. He was looking good, man, but something I can see. Oh, you know what it was? I saw it. He twisted his foot, dude. He popped his ankle.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Was it his ankle? I don't know if it's his ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, ankle, I think.
Dude.
Yeah.
He fucking twisted his ankle. Ah, man. And you know what? I think it is his Achilles. The way it moved there, dude, he was done. That's why Vera moved back, because he probably heard a pop. Holy shit, man. If you see it in the replay, you'll realize it's too bad. It's like O'Malley did it to himself. He basically won he lost the fight. He beat himself up. That sucks. Hey,
it
listen,
happens.
Man, that's a game.
That's a fight game, man.
Fighting.
Things happen. Freak injuries happen, and
quicker to the main event.
That's it, man. We get to the main event even faster.
Wow. This will happen again. This fight is gonna happen again at some point. That just sucks, man. Listen.
So, guys, I had a parlay going, right?
Dude, he's hopping out of the ring, man. He's being carried by his trainers.
Yeah, he's in big trouble. He's hurt.
Yeah. That looks like an Achilles, man.
Huge win for Marlon. Huge win for Marlon Vera, man. You got to give it to him. Like, he recognized that O'Malley was hurt. He fucking went for it. He finished the fight. He did what he had to do. okay, O'Malley got hurt. It was kind of a freak injury, but Vera did what he had to do, man. Good job from Marlon Vera. Big win for him.
Look, dude, it was an easy win. If it's his Achilles that's out, the guy's done. It's not like a knee. Sometimes you can still get through with a knee and be able to grapple and do whatnot. But when it's your fucking Achilles or his ankle that pop, you're done, man. He's on a 6-fight winning streak, Vera. So you know what? Kudos to him, but I'd like to see this fight happen again.
Wow.
Big loss for
O'Malley getting walked away on a stretcher.
I mostly hope that he's not going to be out too long, but look, that's often the type of injury that's going to take you out for a year, something like that, I'd say.
If it's an Achilles tear, it's going to take a long time. And
Achilles tear could be that could be your whole career, man. Achilles tear may never
get
it never
back. Comes back. Yeah, it never comes back completely or anyways.
No, and that's the problem, man. Look, this is crazy. Just looking at him go out with a stretcher, the ambulance is waiting for him. As we're speaking now, in the next half hour, he'll probably be in surgery. So, yeah, that could end the guy's career on a 12-0 win streak, and a lot of hype behind him. And I'm sure Dana White right now is freaking out because that's his money guy. That's his future money guy.
Wow,
sucks.
Huge.
It sucks, man.
Huge. That's a fight game, man. I don't really care. I had money on O'Malley to win, but hey, man, it is what it is. That's what happens. That's a fight game. Hype happens. Hype dies. You get hurt. Freak injuries. That's fighting, man. Good for Marlon Vera. Okay, sucks for Sean O'Malley, but it's good for Marlon Vera, so good for him, man. That's cool. I'm good with it. I don't really care. I don't really get behind anybody either way, It's whatever. One guy wins, another guy wins. It's all part of the game.
Yeah, but it's not a great win when somebody gets kind of takes himself out. I mean, look at some of the fighters in the past. I always remember the fight with Pat Cote and Anderson Silva when he stepped back and his knee popped out.
Yeah.
That
or
was the end of that fight.
Or Cain Velasquez and Francis Ngannou when Cain's knee just kind of gave out on him. Yeah, it was disappointing, but hey, what are you going to do? It's a fight game. Shit happens.
It's like the wear and tear of a body, man. People don't realize it. Leading up to the fight, through their training camps, they go through all kinds of injuries. Sometimes that injury is there, and they're like, you know what? I just got to get through these 15 minutes or 25 minutes, and hopefully it doesn't really get to that extreme. He probably knew he was injured. That's why he was wearing that ankle support. Did you notice there was an ankle support on him when he was fighting?
You think maybe it was an injury going into it?
Yeah, absolutely. There was
maybe it gave away. Never know.
That's exactly what happened, because how does an ankle give up like that as you're moving forward? You know what I mean? It's not like he tripped over in the clinch. He didn't trip on whatever on the floor water. He was walking forward, to sort of bring him to the center of the octagon, and his ankle his ankle just gave out. There was an injury there. And you know what? It's unfortunate. But you know what? These fighters have to fight, man. They're on that main card fight. Dana White needs them. There's money behind it. And unfortunately, it didn't pay off tonight. They knew that he was injured.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll get the answers, at the press conference or in the next coming days. I don't think, what's his name, O'Malley's going to go to the press conference. I think he's going straight to the hospital, man. He's pretty beat up.
Dude, look, if it's his Achilles, he'll be on the operating table in less than an hour. So the thing is that it's unfortunate, but you know what? I don't think he walked without that injury. It just opened up at the end. Vera wins, and it's a big win for him.
Yeah, huge win. Huge upset, too, if you picked Marlon Vera to win. Huge upset. Could have cashed in big money on that. So I had Stipe. So I had Stipe to win by decision here, but I also think Stipe might win by knockout. So on my parlay with O'Malley and Rosenstruck, I took Stipe by decision, but I also have another ticket, just one. It's not a parlay, it's just a one Stipe by TKO. So that's what I'm currently rooting for, because if I win that, I'm still up on the night and I still win money. So I'm going with Stipe either way. I think he wins the decision or he wins by knockout. But right now, I'm going with Stipe TKO 4th round, just like last year. Okay?
Man,
Stipe.
rip up that ticket, bud.
Rip up yourself. Rip up yourself, AJ.
DC.
Rip up yourself.
DC, and like that, after that, we get John Jones DC3 at heavyweight.
Maybe.
Yes.
Where's John Jones? Is he tweeting?
Not yet.
He's waiting, man. He's waiting. He's going to wait till they're in the octagon, and then he's going to light it up.
I'm waiting. I've got my my eye on John Jones' Twitter feed. We'll see what he says.
Questions? Dave, any questions coming in on our chat?
I don't know. People are just saying a bunch of stuff, a lot of comments and stuff, you know.
Where's our
you know,
Johnny
man,
North? Is
always
he
busy.
MIA again?
I don't know.
Is he on a date again?
Always busy.
Lately. What's up with this guy?
Shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, everybody watching us on Facebook, everybody on the chat. Hit us up on that super chat. Support the Ringside Report Network. Help buy AJ a proper microphone and maybe a proper setup there.
I love the crickets, man.
Hit us up on that super chat. Support our sponsors.
I've never felt so relaxed in my life. This is awesome. I should do this all the time.
Acme
I'm
Toon
hyped
says
for Costa. I'm hyped for Costa
Stars.
Adesanya.
it's going to be good. Who you got?
What's Acme say? Paulo Costa.
It's
Dave,
a tough
come
one,
on.
man. I like Costa, yeah.
tough.
I'm a Costa fan. But I'm an Adesanya fan also, man. Those two guys are crazy athletes.
I think Adesanya
Costa-
wins.
No. Costa reminds me of Vito Belfort, man. That's what, like, he's got that anger in him and everything. It's going to be he's been waiting. Mind you, I don't know how he passed all the tests, but that's a different story. What were we going to say, Dave? Acme said what?
He says, I think Stipe wins, but I want DC to win. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like, I think Stipe's going to win, but it would be nice for DC to win. I'm a DC fan. I'm a Stipe fan too, but, you know, DC, it's his last fight. It would be nice for him to kind of ride off into the sunset as a heavyweight champion. It would be nice for him, and I would like that for DC, but unfortunately, you know, this isn't a fairy tale. This is mixed martial arts, and real shit happens. You know, if this was a fairy tale, Sean O'Malley would have beat that guy by knockout, but his knee gave out on him, and shit happens, you know? MMA is a rough, cruel sport, and happily ever after does not fucking happen here, okay? It just doesn't. MMA is real life, and Daniel Cormier, as much as I love him, I just don't think he's going to get his moment in the sun. He's not going to get his happily ever after. He's going to be one of these guys that, you know, almost. He went to the Olympics. He went to the Olympics, couldn't compete. Almost. Fought John Jones, couldn't beat him. Almost.
What?
Fought Stipe 3 times, loses twice. Almost. I love Daniel
Almost
Cormier.
champion, huh?
I mean, he's a 2-time champion, but, like, was he ever really the light heavyweight champion? Let's be real. You know, DC is a great fighter, great champion, for sure. You got to respect him. But I think when it's done, when we remember Daniel Cormier, a lot of people will say, well, he, you know, maybe came up short in a lot of instances in his career. I don't want that to be the story. I want him to win tonight. I want him to beat Stipe. It would be nice. It would be a nice story. But I feel like, you know, Olympics, he came up short. John Jones, he came up short. I think in this one, he's going to come up short, and it sucks, man. I don't want that to be the DC story, but
Dave,
that's how I feel it's going to go down tonight.
I believe in fairy tales.
I know you do.
Shrek was one of them.
I know.
Shrek was one of them, and DC will win.
Well, I mean, right now, AJ, you're 0 for 2 because you had JDS and you had O'Malley. So at least me and Dave had Jairzinho, and right now with DC winning, it would make a great night for me to have picked it, and it would save your night. So go DC.
Exactly. Go DC, man.
Stipe wins. Stipe wins is a good night for me, all right? Because I prove you both wrong, and that's how the show should go.
First of all, DC might look at retirement. Stipe might look at retirement. Stipe has been talking lately like he wants to get back into the fire department, and that's where he wants to end his career. That's it, which makes sense, man. Win or lose, I'm thinking Stipe doesn't have many fights left in him, or this might be his last fight as well.
Stipe's like 38. It wouldn't make sense for him to retire.
Exactly, and you know what? He's really concentrating with like his new, I forgot what it was, his coffee brand that he has or he's involved with, and his whole like the fire department and whatnot. He wants to keep like serving it. You know what? I think it's cool. These two guys are both future like Hall of Famers. There's no doubt about it. And you know what? Looking at this as the third fight that's going to take place and see who's going to take it, who's going to take it tonight and be the best all. It doesn't matter, man. Win or lose of any one of these two, to me, they're two awesome heavyweight fighters, and they're both legends in my opinion. And when you were saying earlier, like who's the best heavyweight ever, and you know what? Look. I think DC is up there. I think
Fedor.
DC is up there no matter what. Fedor's up there, but you know what? Me too. I love Fedor. He's the greatest. But you know what? He wasn't here to take that title. He wasn't here to get that heavyweight UFC title. So you know what? It's hard to say at this point.
He defeated a lot of the UFC guys.
Mm-hmm.
He defeated Nogueira, Cro Cop, Arlovsky, Sylvia. He defeated everybody. Fedor is the greatest heavyweight.
Yeah, Fedor is the greatest heavyweight of all time. Greatest heavyweight champion ever still.
But he's lost to some other guys as well that weren't at the top of the game. So you know what?
Yeah, at the end of his career. But so has Cain Velasquez. He's been losing. I mean, come on. Can't judge him by the end of his career. Fedor at his top is more dominant than Cain. Cain, great fighter. A lot of injuries. That's the biggest thing that slowed him down. And plus, Verdum defeated Cain in a way that, like, also to me went like, okay, Cain is great, but look, Verdum dominated him and took his title away. So, a lot of respect for Cain. He's a great fighter, but Fedor to me is still the greatest heavyweight.
I think Fedor, Cain Velasquez are the two guys in the conversation. But you know what? If Stipe wins tonight, I think Stipe is the greatest heavyweight ever. Like, if he wins tonight, you look at what he's done, defending the title more than anybody else in the UFC. Randy Couture has the most wins in heavyweight title fight history in the UFC with 6. Stipe has 5. If he wins this, he ties Couture's record. He's already got the record of most title defenses as a heavyweight champion in a row. He'd be a 2-time champion now if he beats Daniel Cormier. And, let's not forget, beating Daniel Cormier is a pretty damn impressive feat, and if he can do it twice, I think Stipe Miocic is the greatest heavyweight of all time if he beats Daniel Cormier tonight. I don't think Daniel Cormier is the greatest heavyweight of all time if he beats Stipe. I think he's, in the conversation as one of the best ever, but I think if Stipe wins tonight, he's the best ever.
Look, man, DC won the first one. Uppercut, bonne nuit. Second fight, we were talking about this on Thursday. He was winning that fight, man. He was winning that fight.
Okay.
You know what? If he's able to neutralize those liver punches for tonight's fight, he's going to win. And he should be regarded as one of the best heavyweights that was in the game and retired. And regardless if you think he's not a lightweight champion, he's not the one that was taking picograms, Let's not forget that. DC is clean, Dave. Not like you're
Grand Prix winner. Don't forget that.
Champion. Exactly.
So apparently O'Malley's injury is his ankle, and he's going to the hospital to get it checked out. So it's not his Achilles, it's not his knee, it's his ankle.
Still, man, it's it's something that can like hinder his whole career. You don't know how deep that is, but it was deep enough that he couldn't even stand, man. It's just an unfortunate thing, but we'll see what the extent of it is. They don't know if it's not his Achilles, man. They have to do like MRIs and all that kind of stuff. So people are just talking out of their ass. They don't know.
Just in, Johnny Bones Jones has tweeted less than a minute ago, "You boys ready for blood? You boys ready for blood?"
Why don't you answer him from ringside, man?
What do you mean? What do I say?
Just tell him Just tell him AJ says if he's on Pico tonight.
I'm not going to say that to John Jones. That's like super rude.
What?
You're a dick, eh?
That's why I love Dixember.
Dixember is the best.
Ask him who's the easiest fight.
Yeah, what's easier for you, champ?
That's the type of question that John Jones will answer.
I mean, obviously DC, right? Because he beat him twice.
Probably.
Technically.
Technically.
Yeah,
Yeah, Actually, he only beat him once. The second time was a no contest. Even though he kicked him and he knocked him out with a head kick, it was ruled a no contest because Jones couldn't pass the drug test. So technically, he's only beat DC once by decision. The second time was no contest. But, I mean, come on. When you kick a guy in the head like that and he goes down on pay-per-view, that's a win in my books. Okay, here comes Daniel Cormier making his run to the cage. Here it is, DC. Let's go, DC.
I thought you had Stipe on your card.
I do have Stipe. Stipe's going to win here. I got Stipe big time.
He looks good, Cormier, man. He looks good.
I think we should start betting against everybody that's super hyped in the UFC and not fully proven.
Like Edmund.
Right? Like Edmund, whatever his name was, Shabazian, Sean O'Malley. Like, whoever the next one is, let's just put a shit ton of money against them. Because, like, you know.
Like Sage Northcutt?
Yeah, like whatever it is. Whatever it is, next super hyped guy, I'm going to, like, bet against. Big time.
Yeah, but you know what?
Robert Trump has died.
Who
Donald Trump's brother, Robert Trump, has died.
Yeah. Did he have COVID or something?
But I was just seeing like things where they were together today.
Yeah, Trump visited his brother today, but he's dead now. Maybe, you know.
Killed him?
I'm not going to say that. I mean, I was thinking about saying that. But oh, John Jones tweets again 30 seconds ago.
What does he say now?
No way you could go out with a loss in an empty arena, DC. Savage, Johnny Bones Jones. Savage.
Dave, answer the guy back. Answer him. Say something, man.
What? You have Twitter? Go fucking answer him yourself.
I can't do both. I'm
Yeah.
No, I can't, Dave.
Yeah.
I just can't.
I know, you can't.
Dave, just answer the man.
No. I don't answer people on Twitter like that all the time like you do. I'm not a weird guy. Well, I kind of am, but not like you are.
Dude, but just answer the man. It'd be so fun.
You know what I'm excited about? Stipe knocking out DC in like the second round so I can go smoke this fucking joint already.
Maybe I should roll my next joint right away.
Yeah, get ready, Fred. After this pay-per-view, we're off YouTube. We're getting off. It's weed time.
I want to go out. I'm going to close this up and sit out here and listen to the crickets all night.
All night,
so
eh?
Relaxing.
Lucy just doesn't want you in the house at all.
That's why I'm set up here with my party mix, Budweiser, my cowboy hat. All I'm missing is a cigar.
Here comes Stone Cold Stipe.
I don't do weed, but I kind of did it once when you guys tricked me.
We need to get you high more often, AJ. That was hilarious when we hotboxed that thing. We hotboxed like a bus stop, and we got AJ really high one time.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah. We need to get you high
sometimes
again. That was fun.
I always say that story about, like, I've never seen so many cats in my whole life in a building. But there was no cats in the building, apparently.
Yeah, no, there's no cats in an office building. You're just seeing things.
Over the fucking place. I was seeing cats and
losing your
up in the
papers.
basements.
AJ's the first guy to like hallucinate off weed. Like if I could hallucinate off weed, like my God, that'd be great. I'd be so happy.
I don't even understand how I got back in the building. I have no idea how I got back on the floor. Just because I lost those notes. If I didn't lose those notes, everything would have been great. I would have been sitting in studio.
See, I don't know about this Stipe haircut, man. It's gonna be in the way. It's gonna be in the way of his vision, man. DC's gonna knock him out.
Have you ever seen Stipe with abs like that? He looks really lean.
Well, he looks skinny to me, bud.
I'm not sure that's Stipe, man.
Yeah, I think that's Luke Rockhold. He's got like the fancy model hair. He's got the chiseled, lean body. He looks like a middleweight. What happened to Big Stipe? He looks super lean, man. He looks in great shape. Yeah, he looks really good.
But butt skinny, man. He definitely looks like a middleweight, man.
He's about to knock out Daniel Cormier.
Let's see if he attacks the body earlier this time.
Yep.
Got no idea who takes this.
Here we go. You know, I really like these pay-per-views where they don't have two title fights back-to-back because they don't end at like 2 a.m. Remember the last pay-per-view ended at like 2 in the morning because it was two title fights back-to-back and they both went like 5 rounds? That sucks, man. I don't want that shit in my life. UFC pay-per-views are supposed to end by 1 a.m. and it's 12:21 Eastern and we're about to have the main event. This is exactly the type of pay-per-view I like. You're in at 10, you're out by 12:30, maybe 1, 12:45. I don't want to be here till 2 a.m. watching a UFC. Nobody wants to see a 4-hour UFC show. It's ridiculous. We've been watching the prelims, you know? Come on.
233 pounds for Stipe. That has to be a pretty low. Like, Stipe is bigger than that usually.
Yeah.
But that 7-inch reach by Stipe, man, that's the difference all the time. And DC looks good, man. Look at him. He looks great.
Does he?
Yeah, I think he looks
I don't know.
good.
He's carrying around a lot of extra weight there.
No,
I mean, he
always
always looks like that. He always looks like that, but, you know, he doesn't look like Stipe does.
Well, Stipe
Who's
looks
everybody
a little
picking on
skinny.
the chat? Give me your picks. I see Fizzgig has Stipe. I think Acme Tunes took Stipe to win. Who's picking Stipe? Who's picking DC? Give me your picks on the chat right now. I want to know who everybody is picking. I've got Stipe to win here. Maybe a knockout. I think I'm going with knockout. I said decision before, but I'm going to change that pick. I think it's going knockout. Fuck, I've been watching too much wrestling. The lights went out and I thought Retribution was going to show up. You don't even know what I'm talking about, AJ. You don't even get that joke.
Listen, no. I'm starting to watch more wrestling.
I don't
got
either,
the
actually.
channel now.
No clue who Retribution is.
It's
but I
okay.
understand wrestling.
It's stupid. It's really bad, Retribution. But if you're a wrestling fan, you got that joke, all right? But for real, like the lights went out on the show I was watching, and I was like, what's happening? Retribution? Like for half a second, and then I remembered I was watching UFC. Retribution. It's like a group of masked men that keep attacking WWE. They like drop the lights. Or like it's like WWE's Antifa. It's like an Antifa that attacks the WWE.
Did they set something on fire? Did they set part of the studio on fire?
Yeah.
There you go.
Sebastian Ruyard has DC. TKO in the second. Carlos Brosig has DC. Jason Morneau-Pete says going with Stipe. DC sucks. Ooh. Jason Foster's going with DC. A lot of people going DC. A lot of people going with Stipe. It's very split down the middle here. Stipe, the slight underdog, -105. DC +110 or -110, the favorite. Slight favorite. I mean, this is really a pick 'em on both sides here. I've got Stipe. The rest of the dudes here on the show, AJ and Freddie, they've got DC.
Man, he looks good, Stipe. I'll give him that, but
John Jones. No way you can go out with a loss on an empty arena. Strange times. I'm on the edge of my seat. 2 minutes ago, who you got? One guy goes Stipe. John Jones says, we'll see. One guy goes DC. John Jones goes, I'm actually rooting for DC as well. We have such a past. We have such a past. I take a small piece of every one of his victories. LOL. It's 30 seconds ago from Johnny Bones Jones. You know he's watching.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, we'll keep you up to date on what John Jones tweets during his fight because I think John Jones fights the winner no matter what.
No. Jones wants DC, man. That's where the money is.
Yeah, he'll fight Stipe too. Okay, the fight has started. We're 4 minutes, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37 into the first round. Daniel Cormier, Stipe Miocic, the trilogy fight for the UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. It is on. Main event time, baby. This is why we watch MMA. For fights like this. This is the shit that we fucking tune in for. You know? This is what we want, right? Like, this is as good as it gets right here. Oh, nice jab from Stipe. Pops that jab. Pops DC's head back. Right? Like, this is the shit. Like, it doesn't get better than this. Two of the best to ever do it at heavyweight. We're talking about the winner of this fight being in the conversation for greatest heavyweight mixed martial artist of all time. It's a trilogy fight. We can't decide on who's going to win. It's a pick'em. Like, this is as good as it gets. If this was a packed arena, it would be perfect.
DC.
Oh,
wow.
DC shoots a single leg.
Oh.
And can he get control of Stipe? Stipe getting back to his feet. DC's got a front headlock on Stipe. Throwing some knees up against the fence. Stipe got back to his feet off the takedown. DC's got a front headlock with the arm overhooked. He's got Stipe's left arm overhooked with his right arm, and he's got his head hooked with his left arm against the fence, but couldn't do much with it. Stipe pushes him away, and they're back in the center of the cage. So DC won a quick grappling exchange there, got a takedown, couldn't do much with it. DC couldn't keep Stipe down whatsoever, and couldn't really do much there, pushing him against the fence. Stipe landed a couple body shots while he was in that front headlock. Stipe looks confident. Oh. Nice right hand by Stipe. Stipe going to the body, man. Straight right hand to the body. He's going to go to that body early and often. You know it. Everybody knows it. DC knew it. At the press conference, Stipe was asked, are you going to go to the body? And DC's like, of course he's going to go to the body. Why wouldn't he? He'd be stupid not to. It worked the last time. But DC says he's prepared for that. He's got a plan. He's ready. He's in better shape. We'll see. 3 minutes into the first round. Another left hand now to the body from Stipe on DC. Oh, DC landed that big overhand right that he knocked Stipe with the first time. Stipe took it all right, though.
Oh, something. A finger to the eye.
Oh, DC using those John Jones tricks. Poking Stipe Miocic in the eye.
I think you're biased right now. Like you're all saying the nice shots by Stipe, but you're not practically mentioning nothing from DC. Biased, Dave.
He's not doing much. I talked about the takedown.
He had a nice leg kick a couple of seconds ago where it affected DC, and you just ignored it.
John Jones check in. He says, "Man, Stipe looks lean." 18 seconds ago, he tweeted, DC looking like the more fluid of the two. That's John Jones' assessment of the fight early on.
He's right. He's
233.
Right.
Like, he's a heavyweight, so, like, why would he cut weight? So 233 is probably his walking weight. Like, I would expect him to be pretty much the same weight today. Like, why would he cut weight if you could be all the way to 265, you know? Right. So there's no reason. So he's probably at 235, which is... 233, which is probably around what John Jones walks around.
Yeah. Roughly the same size. I think Stipe's a little thicker, a little wider.
Yeah.
Maybe a little shorter, too. Jones is pretty tall. All right, so Stipe's eye has recovered. They're back to fighting. DC lands a leg kick. There you go, Fred, okay? But Stipe fires back with a leg kick of his own. Oh, DC fires back a leg kick that almost kind of kicks Stipe low in the balls. What's DC doing all these fouls so far? A little bit of a ball kick. Why you gotta
make him look like a...
like a cheater. That's right, he's a cheater, Fred. This is going to be the Stipe Miocic show from now on.
That was a nice... Stipe's having some good moments here.
Oh, yeah, good overhand. Oh, nice punches to the body from Stipe Miocic. Oh, nice left hand by Stipe. Kick to the leg. Stipe.
Oh, DC.
DC fires back with some good right hands. We got to fight.
He slapped him, I think.
Did he?
This is Stipe.
Oh, Stipe did slap DC. Slapped him. Stockton. Oh, nice 1-2 from Stipe. This is a fight. This is a close round, too. We're coming to the end of this round.
Go on,
Ooh,
DC.
DC. Oh, that rattled Stipe. DC with a good right hand. It buckled Stipe for a second, but then Stipe presses forward. Ooh, that was a good little flurry by Daniel Cormier. Okay, first round in the books. Both guys had good moments there.
Tough one to judge, man.
Yep, tough one to judge. Really tough.
I don't know, man. I think
would
the edge
give
went
it
to Cormier.
Yeah,
Just
of course, you're gonna give it to Cormier. I mean, AJ,
And of course, you're gonna give it to Stipe.
No, actually, I think I was gonna give it to Cormier. I think maybe Cormier won the first round. He got takedowns, and that punch that buckled Stipe was really impactful.
Exactly.
Like Stipe landed some, but the last 30 seconds, but Stipe, man, they're showing some good body punches. But Daniel Cormier landed some good punches as well. Both guys landed, man. Both guys landed, but I think because DC buckled Stipe with one of the punches, where Stipe, he didn't go down, but he definitely, his legs went a little bit weak for a second, and he got a big takedown. I think DC won the first round, but just barely, and I wouldn't be surprised if some judges scored it for Stipe.
Who did John Jones give it to?
Oh, that is more important. I'll check.
You know what? I was leaning towards Stipe, but the fury at the end made it very tight. So I don't know. I want DC to win, and in this case, I always want to say to myself, well, maybe Stipe won it. So DC, man, you need to win these other rounds.
John
Stipe,
Jones
stop
says,
kicking him in the balls. Why you gotta be so dirty, Stipe?
Stipe kicks DC in the balls a little bit. John Jones says, I'm giving round 1 to DC all day. And he also says definitely a much slower pace in the heavyweight division, much slower. So John Jones not impressed with the pace at heavyweight. Oh, nice uppercut from Stipe. Backs DC up. Solid stuff. So John Jones not impressed so far, but did give the first round to Daniel Cormier. I agree with the champion, John Jones. I'm giving the first round to DC. Just barely, though. Just barely. We are a minute into the second round now. 4:01, 4 minutes, 3:59, 3:58, 3:57 into round 2. DC and Stipe.
DC is good in the dirty boxing. Once they get close, he always manages to get 1 or 2 in.
Yeah, his clinch game is really good. That Greco-Roman hand fighting, he's really good at that. It's his bread and butter.
Oh, nice.
Stipe popping the jab in there.
That's how he knocked out Stipe in the first fight. Hooks the back of the neck and waits for Stipe to drop to throw that big heavy right. Almost worked.
Yeah, Stipe knows that though. Stipe knows. Stipe with a nice right hand.
But he's not throwing as many body punches as I thought he would.
He just landed a good body punch. Stipe's looking good here in the second round. He's landed more. We're 2 minutes into the second round, and so far it's been mostly Stipe.
I don't know about that.
Not really, Dave. I don't know about that either.
The last 10, 20 seconds maybe, but before that I had DC. DC had some good moments.
Yeah. And even in the 3-minute mark, I mean, he's still looking good. Stipe's throwing some shots, but they're sailing over DC.
I don't know about that.
I bet you and Jones agree on that.
No, Jones is rooting for DC. Don't you know that? Have you not been paying attention? Again.
I don't know, dude. Deep down.
Fred, what's going on?
He's gonna make. What is that, Chucky?
What?
Oh.
DC with a good left hand there on Stipe.
He's throwing those short leg kicks.
Oh, Stipe fires back with a solid left hand. Ooh. They're throwing, man.
Yeah, ooh. ooh means it's DC hitting some good shots.
I don't know, man. They're both hitting. They're hitting each other. They're exchanging. DC's landing.
Yeah,
Stipe's
it's a
landing.
good fight, man.
It's a really good fight.
Now, can they keep the pace for another 3 rounds?
Eesh.
They clinched up there. Stipe tried to push DC over with a takedown, but DC wasn't having it. His balance is too good. Oh, DC pops a good jab there.
Oh, yeah,
another one.
A couple of good jabs.
Yeah. Really good ones. Whoa. Pops that jab, lands a right hand as well. 1-2. Stipe fires with a jab. DC answers with a leg kick. DC's picking it up here. He's looking good. Oh, nice overhand right from DC again. Lands kind of
Those
on the neck of
jabs are
Stipe.
right on the money. You're not mentioning, like, DC keeps throwing these leg kicks and they keep landing. You know what? Stipe is throwing nothing. Like, literally nothing.
He's
on
throwing
the legs.
nothing. Yeah, he's throwing nothing.
No, leg kicks, anyways.
What are you
look at
talking about?
His leg kicks, man. He's throwing nothing.
Yeah.
Look at DC's leg kicks. He keeps throwing them and they're hitting the money, man.
Uh-oh,
Dave.
uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, Stipe's got DC in trouble. DC's going down. Oh, is DC going to get saved by the bell? DC is in big trouble. He's taking unanswered shots. Come on, ref. Oh, okay. DC was fucked up there at the end of that round. Oh, boy. DC got saved by the bell. If that round does not end right there, Stipe Miocic is the heavyweight champion of the world, and still. He had DC fucked up, fully mounted, landing punches, and the referee let it go because there was about 8 seconds left, and he let DC see another round. DC got fucked up at the end of that round, and if you don't see that, then you're not watching the same fight as I am. Maybe you're watching their second fight, AJ. Are you confused? Did you get the wrong link? What's the matter there, buddy? What happened?
Dave, listen, with 5 seconds left, DC, okay, you got full mount.
He got fucked up. He was done.
Not much. He was throwing like short punches. They were nothing to DC.
He's about to get knocked out in the third round. He's about to get knocked out in this round. Here it comes.
Look, if it wasn't for that last flurry of punches, the last 5 seconds, DC won that round. Now it's either or.
Yeah, now he didn't win that round. Now he definitely lost that round. Fred?
Well,
who won round 2?
Well, he probably lost the round because of that, but I don't know. The damage, Cormier looked affected, but I didn't see no clear shot.
Oh, I think he's fucked up. I think he's hurt. Look at his face. He's all welled up. He's backing up, too. He doesn't want any more of this. He's in trouble. Here comes Stipe. His team is telling him, come on, come on, come on, come at him, come at him. Keep going. You got him. You got him, Stipe. You got to be careful. DC's going to fire back, but DC's in big trouble. DC's left eye is swelling shut. DC's in big trouble. His vision is definitely impaired right now. And Stipe's landing shots at the body, shots to the head, pushing DC, controlling the center of the cage. Oh, DC takes a solid right hand and another one. DC's in big trouble. Stipe Miocic.
Come on, DC.
Stipe's got to be careful, though. DC's always dangerous, but Stipe's definitely got him in trouble.
Come on, DC, let's go.
Yeah, DC has an issue with his eye, man. You could see his eye is a little weird.
It's swollen. He got hit in it. John Jones tweeting about the coaching, and he said in the corner for DC, someone give the man some damn water. Johnny Bones Jones. Oh boy, I guess was the reaction to Stipe knocking him down there. Well, DC got pushed up against the fence, and it looked like he had a little bit of time to rest. Like, Stipe's crew kind of wanted him to do that, but I don't know, gave DC a little bit of time to rest and recuperate. His eye is still bothering him for sure, but DC is in this fight right now. You know? He was in big trouble. He was, like, getting out of it. But Stipe has allowed him to kind of climb back in. Oh, there he goes. Stipe just kind of muscling DC into the fence, landing some punches. Oh, he's throwing the shoulder. The shoulder bump from Stipe. Clinching DC. The Conor McGregor shoulder strike. I like that shit. Here we go. Freddie, what do you think about Stipe pushing DC up against the fence right now? Like, this doesn't seem like what he needs to be doing. He's controlling, but, like, is this...
Unfortunately, I think DC might be done right now. DC is in survival mode. I think Stipe is just controlling the action. I don't think DC is dangerous right now for Stipe. Look, Stipe has both underhooks.
Yeah.
He's controlling it. Like, DC's not dangerous at all right now. So, and I think it might be 3 rounds to nothing Stipe, at least 2-1. Like, this round also is going to be Stipe. So, I don't know. Stipe's fighting smart right now.
Yeah, but I felt like he had Daniel Cormier on the run in big trouble. And if he was kind of keeping it in the center of the octagon and throwing more punches, he would have been able to kind of put him away. But instead, he pushes him against the fence, gives him time to rest, gives him time to recover.
Yeah.
And now DC can kind of climb back into the fight and still be effective and still be dangerous. Whereas Stipe, I think, had the chance to put DC away, but now pushing him against the fence for as long as he did. Yeah, he controlled. Yeah, he won the points. Yeah, he made sure that this third round was his. But he could have made sure the whole fight was his if he pressed the action a little bit more, I think, on DC. But DC's still dangerous.
Yeah,
you know,
Cormier
Stipe
looks like he's getting a second win right now. So, yeah, you might be right.
And Cormier's coming back now on Stipe. He's not going to be able to do enough.
I think Stipe won all 3 rounds.
I gave the first to DC, but definitely round 2 and for sure round 3 here to Stipe. Wow. Oh, Stipe pouring it on now on DC. Was that an eye poke? Stipe poked DC?
Well,
the ref saying no. DC saying yeah. But Stipe just kind of gave him enough time there to kind of... He's like, whatever. You're saying eye poke. DC was kind of talking to the ref, and Stipe didn't pounce on him.
Ooh.
Let it go to the corner. We're 3 rounds in the books.
Wow. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was definitely Stipe's round.
That was definitely a finger to the eye.
Yeah, and to DC's bad eye, too, where he's got the... he's already swollen.
Water, man. Somebody listen to John Jones, man.
Yeah, give that man some damn water. Nobody's giving DC water. They're working on the eye, but no one's giving him a sip of water. Nothing?
Forgot the water bottle or what?
I don't know. It's weird that he hasn't had a sip. You would think, most fighters get a little sipski in between rounds. Maybe DC doesn't want it. All right, round 4. This is where Stipe finished DC the last time. Stipe looking much better in this fight than he did in the second fight. Right? At this point in time, I think most of us had DC winning maybe the first 3 rounds. Fred's giving the first 3 rounds to Stipe in this one. I'm giving the first round to DC just barely, but round 2 and 3 definitely to Stipe. And here comes Stipe Miocic in round 4. If DC hopes to win this fight, he's going to need to win this round. He needs to even it up because he definitely lost round 2. He definitely lost round 3. There's a chance he won round 1. So if he wins this round, okay, we could be tied up going into the 5th. But if he loses this round, he's probably down 3-1 going into the 5th. If he can make it through the round, right? Like DC needs to win this round if he hopes to be in this fight.
I'm telling him he needs to put some offense. Even winning the last 2 rounds is not a guarantee for him. So
yeah,
he needs to up the offense a little bit.
Are you guys surprised DC hasn't gone to the wrestling more?
I am.
In the first round, he went for that takedown.
Yeah, and he got it.
Thursday, I thought that DC would stay standing up with him. But then after that, when I saw all the body punches, I'm like, yeah, maybe he'll wrestle. And in the round 1, he went for that takedown. But he didn't really attempt any other takedowns, I think, since.
Yeah. Maybe, he went for it, he got it, but he didn't get anywhere with it.
Yeah,
and it does take a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to get that takedown, right? And if it doesn't really go your way, if you see that, okay, well, I can take him down, but I can't really keep him down, what's the point? Makes sense, I guess, but, he had success with it. I would have thought that he would at least shoot another one at some point. But, hey, he beat Stipe the first time with a knockout punch, so.
But Stipe is going to the body. He's
yeah. And it doesn't seem like DC has the same pop on his punches that he had earlier in the fight. Like, DC does not seem as strong as he was. He seems to be slowing down. There's Stipe.
Yep.
He's got double underhooks. He's got a body lock on him, pushing DC up against the fence. Looked for the takedown, but now he's just kind of clinching him up, holding him. Oh, DC escapes, though. And now he's pushing the action. This is an interesting round, man. DC has not been fully out of this 4th round. I don't think he's as dangerous as he was earlier in the fight, but he's still in this here, and this 4th round has been
pretty tight. You could make an argument DC's winning this 4th round.
Yeah.
So yeah, Stipe should be careful because you never know, tight decisions sometimes. 1-4-5 Cormier.
Yeah, this is a close fight right now.
What was the Johnny Hendricks GSP? It was what, 1-3-4 or
1-3-5 GSP.
1-3-5 GSP.
Yeah. Stipe pushing DC up against the fence. Interesting. My Stipe by decision prediction is looking pretty good here, boys.
Yeah, but that's on your parlay, no?
Yeah, well, whatever, but it's what I said on Thursday night, all right? So deal with it. I said Stipe is going to win by decision, and he's looking like he's winning a decision so far. He might win by knockout, too, though. But either way, I see Stipe as the winner so far.
Come on, DC, go broke, man.
Oh, my God.
Go for the knockout.
I just saw a tweet by Paris Hilton. She's like, I'm loving this UFC.
All right.
Paris Hilton?
Why are you following Paris Hilton on Twitter?
Why not? No, because it was on the screen.
On the UFC. Yeah.
Is Paris Hilton still alive?
Well, that's what I was saying. Is she
Probably.
still relevant?
Probably.
Come on, Steve.
This has been a decent round for DC.
Yeah, but it hasn't been like... It's been decent, but not great. I mean, there's so many opportunities where he could have started wrestling him, and he didn't take advantage.
Yeah, but round 4 for DC, man. Come on, give it
I think so.
DC.
He's tired, man.
I think so. I think DC. I think DC won the 4th round. I'm thinking this is 2-2 going into the 5th. I think DC barely won the 4th, but he won it.
1-4 is DC's, in my opinion.
I think so.
And if that's the case, man, this is it. This is the championship round.
John Jones giving a lot of credit to DC. You should see DC's boxing. You should see DC's boxing defense majorly decrease. Look at that eye. What a warrior. I don't think people realize how bad DC's eye is. Giving credit to DC surviving with that swollen eye. Oh, there's some water. There's a water bottle. Finally,
finally.
Hey, Fred?
They're treating that
Come on, DC.
really, like, it's really hard to judge. Like Jones says, like, it's really not easy to see how bad it is.
I mean, Miocic is winning the strikes in every round except and look, even the first round, like Miocic has a lot more strikes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think DC might need a knockout here. He won round 4, but that might be his only round.
Stipe landed more significant strikes in every round except the 4th. DC did outstrike him in the 4th. Interesting. 5th and final round here for the heavyweight championship of the world. Go into the distance in this trilogy. Here comes Stipe. Leg kick from Stipe. DC with a body punch. I think this is 2-2 right now. I think we've all got a 2-2, right?
That's what I think, but you just
Fred, what do
don't
you
know
think?
the judges.
I got 3-1 Stipe, honestly. If I'm going to be 100% honest.
Yeah, well, that's how you've been scoring it, right?
Listen, I think Okamoto gave it 2-2, if I'm not mistaken.
So?
You're just reading the TV, man.
Stop reading the TV and telling us what people say that, like, Paris Hilton and Okamoto, whoever that is. You don't even know what his name is. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Listen,
I'm going to pull an AJ. Stipe seems to be the favorite on the live betting, so the bookmakers seem to think Stipe's in advance.
I think he is. I think he's in a better position in this fight, but it's close. And right now, he's got DC pushed up against the fence. He's controlling the clinch. Not much action, but, you know, right now, Stipe is winning this round.
Come on, DC.
He's winning it by clinching, but he's not doing much. I mean,
but, you know, he's winning the round. Like, that's... At this point,
yeah.
It's the 5th round. It's the heavyweight title on the line. Like, you just do enough to win. At this point, you got to do enough to win it on the scorecards.
Come on, Cormier. Come on, Cormier.
Come on, man. Pull him, spin him.
Come on, Cormier.
Jesus, it's stressing me out.
DC. Oh, come on, DC.
Oh, Stipe going for a takedown. DC shucks him off. DC pressing forward, trying to land some punches. Stipe reverses it, clinches him up. It's interesting, you know, like I feel like DC has a lot of success with the wrestling, and then he goes to try and strike, and it looks like Stipe is having a lot of success with the striking, and then he clinches up DC. It's weird how these guys are fighting. It's a little strange. Yeah, of course they're tired. They've been fighting for a long time, man. It's like, 23 minutes of combat at the highest level. You'd be tired too. God damn.
Come on, DC.
AJ just rooting for DC. Not trying to analyze the fight. Not really giving you anything. Just a cheering section for Daniel Cormier right now. Who's going to lose this fight by decision to Stipe Miocic, like I told you was going to happen when we previewed this fight.
There's not much to say out of this 3rd round other than a lot of clinching that's going on. And
5th round.
That's about it. 5th round. There's nothing much to say, dude.
You could say Stipe's winning it.
Well, he's winning it just by keeping some control on DC. But
yeah,
listen, man. Till it comes down to the end, somebody could get knocked out here.
We have a minute left.
Throwing some punches.
60 seconds left in the 5th and final round.
I don't know, man. DC might have won this 5th round still, but it's a tight one.
Stipe looks tired.
I got Stipe winning more rounds. The breakdown of what rounds he won might be different from people to people, but overall Stipe was the guy that was more dominant in this fight.
Ooh, this is a close one, man. This 5th round is close.
Yeah. It's close, but
I'm going with Stipe.
yeah,
I think Stipe's winning
might
this
walk away
round.
with this. Come on, man.
Hey, boys. Who called this shit? What's up? What's up?
LeBron James, great heavyweight fight.
Yo, stop reading the
All right,
fucking tweets on the show, man. Who cares?
Why not, man?
Because
Who
it's
cares?
fucking... it doesn't matter. Okay, it's over. DC and Stipe both raised their arms. We're going to the judges' scorecard for a decision. I believe Stipe Miocic won rounds 2, 3, and 5. I'm giving it Stipe 48-47. Just like I said would happen on the show, Stipe is going to do enough to win 3 rounds out of 5, and he's going to take home the decision. Go back and watch Ringside Report on Thursday night. That's exactly what I fucking said. I told you people I was going to start taking more credit and start gloating when I'm fucking right. I fucking called this shit. Who else called Stipe Miocic by decision? Your boy. Me. Nobody else.
Not me and Freddie.
You know
that's
what?
For sure.
I think I prefer AJ was right than Dave was right, because Dave was right is just like
Yeah, it's
annoying.
mean. Yeah, it's mean. It's aggressive. It's not fun. It's not fun, okay? Dave was right. Fucking Dave does it again. Wins no money off of it because I can't fucking... Sean O'Malley fucked up my parlay. If Sean O'Malley would have won a decision, I would fucking won a bunch of money tonight, but no. Shit.
Unbelievable, man.
I'm pissed that I didn't get the money.
Watch it happen. That
I
they
knew
gave
this
it to
was going to
DC, man.
happen. I never win money. I pick the fights right, but I don't bet on them correctly. Fucking hell. Fucking annoying, man. Good fight.
But at least
Good
you
fight.
make other people win money, Dave. That's what counts, right?
Yeah, I hope
it's not about
so.
you. It's about other people.
Oh, Stipe by
So
decision,
tonight-
man.
Tonight, you could be in glory that you actually made money for people, where generally it's me and Freddie that do that. But hey, tonight's your night, bud. Tonight's
Yeah,
your
right. Yeah, right, AJ. Now's the time to work. Heavyweight World Championships. I will be seeing you real soon. Victorious. Johnny Bones Jones 1 minute ago. He says he's got next. Okay, here comes Buffer with the decision.
night. Oh, my God.
49-46 twice, like I have it.
Yep. Unanimous decision. And still,
Yeah, 4 rounds for
49-46,
Stipe.
49-46, 48-47. Two judges scored in 4 rounds to 1 for Stipe. The third judge scored in 3 rounds to 2. Stipe Miocic, and still UFC heavyweight champion, takes home the unanimous decision. Just like Dave Simon said he would on Ringside Report MMA. Oh, shit.
Fuck, I don't know. DC's eye, man, really looks messed up there. I hope he's not fucking blind or something. Or he ripped his retina or something. I don't know. man. It looks
Damn.
weird.
I had Jairzinho by knockout and Stipe by decision. Sean O'Malley
Damn it,
busted
Dave.
my fucking parlay. Goddamn.
Well, you made some money for some people, Dave. You should be happy about that.
I don't know. Hit me up on Super Chat. If you won money from me from my Stipe pick, hit me up on that Super Chat, okay? You owe me big time. I want to cut.
Well, if your parlay would have came out, then we could have been talking.
Yeah, well, shut up, AJ. You thought O'Malley was gonna win too, so fuck off. The
I
only
did,
one,
man,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
Look, it's
AJ
unfortunate.
comes out 0-3 on the big fights tonight. 0 for 3. I was 2-1. Fred was 1-2. I had Jairzinho by knockout, came through. Stipe by decision, came through. Fucking Sean O'Malley though, busting his leg. I didn't see that coming. Good win for
don't
Stipe,
think- I
man.
don't
He's the
think
greatest
O'Malley's on that
heavyweight of all
committee.
time. Greatest of all time.
yeah, he looked good.
Best
He looked
ever.
Good. I mean, but you know what? It was close, man, in some sense. But it wasn't like it
No,
was
it
a good
wasn't.
fight.
I mean, it was
Look,
close. It was close enough.
It was a good fight, but it wasn't like the greatest heavyweight fight I've seen. I mean, the 5th round was a sleeper a bit.
Joe Rogan interviewing
Look.
DC now.
Come on, Joe. Let's hear what you say. With that nice black shirt of yours. $300 million later on Spotify. Let's hear it.
DC says he can't see out of that eye.
Fuck, he looks blind, dude.
Yeah, that eye's rough.
I hope that doesn't look good, man. Fuck.
Yeah, well, it changed his. It definitely changed the fight because after that takedown, just before he got hit, he was doing good, but after that, it was a different fight.
Yep. As soon as that eye, that second round, that third round, very rough for DC. The second round was really rough, man, and that's when most of the damage got done and looked like he was almost finished. Like, if that round doesn't end when it does, if the clock didn't save DC, I think he probably gets finished in the second round.
Yep.
DC says he can't see anything out of his left eye, so that's not good.
Dude, it's not good. It doesn't look good, man. It looks like it's just, like, glazed. It looks like what happened to Bisping, man. I hope not, but it's looking like that. Shit, that's not a good way to end your career, man.
That was a close fight. That was a very close fight. Jason Morno Pete says that's almost a draw. I'd say so. I'd say it was close to being 2-2. And you look at that fifth and final round, it was a close round. You could have scored that round a draw. It was a close fight. One judge scoring at 48-47. 4 rounds to 1 for Stipe, I could see as well. Like, I could see you scoring the first round for Stipe. Round 2 for sure. Round 3 for sure. And round 5 makes sense as well. DC won the 4th round. That's the only round that DC for sure won. Round 2, Stipe for sure won. Round 3, he for sure won. Round 1 and 5, you could debate those rounds, but I think, Stipe probably won round 5, probably won round 1. Stipe won a bunch of those rounds. Stipe wins.
Dude, he better get himself to a hospital, man, because that eye does not look good at all. There's like some big.
It's like I said, man. This is real life. There's no fucking fairy tales in real life. Daniel Cormier retires a loser. It's what happens, man. It's what happens. It's sad. It's not a great story, but that's how fucking real life happens, man. Real life sucks. Like the great Vince McMahon once said, "Life sucks, and then you die." Okay? It sucks. DC, he couldn't beat John Jones. DC's the good guy. John Jones was the bad guy. If this were pretend, DC would have beat John Jones. But that's not how life works. Sometimes the fucking bad guys win. Sometimes you want to retire as champion and it doesn't fucking happen and you lose a close decision. That's life. DC, man.
Dave, mate.
Dave,
I'm telling you, you remind me of Anthony Robbins. You're like completely like so full of motivation. Give me your tapes. I want to buy them.
Yeah. Look, life is hard. Life is a struggle. Life isn't a fairy tale. The good guys don't always win. Bad shit fucking happens. Okay? And Stipe is a good guy, so sometimes the good guys do win. Sometimes when you have a fight between two good guys, one good guy loses, and that good guy is DC. Okay? Stipe is a good guy. Stipe is the greatest heavyweight champion in the history of the UFC. He's the greatest heavyweight fighter in the history of mixed martial arts. Stipe is the greatest of all time. This fight cements it. Look at who he's beat. Look at who he's taken out. Daniel Cormier twice. No one has ever beat Daniel Cormier twice. Not even John Jones, even though he kind of did. Not on his record. Stipe has beat Mark Hunt, Andrei Arlovsky, Verdum, Overeem, Dos Santos, and Ngannou. Daniel Cormier twice now. That's a hell of a run. Hell of a run for Stipe Miocic. Overeem, Dos Santos, and Ngannou, DC. Fucking nobody else is ever going to do that again. Like, jeez.
John Jones next.
Well,
John Jones next, but that really fucks over Ngannou, doesn't it? Don't you think Ngannou deserves the shot?
No, Stipe made him look awful.
That's true. I want to see John Jones do it. Give John Jones that fight with Stipe. I agree 100%. Let's see it.
And then he has to fight Ngannou? Eesh, I don't know, man.
Wow.
He has the most title fight wins in UFC heavyweight history, 6.
Yeah.
He's tied Randy Couture. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and he looked good, man. He came in here looking in great shape.
Good fight. Good stuff, guys.
Yep.
Like I called it on Thursday night, Stipe Miocic wins by unanimous decision. Give it to me, AJ. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, you got it tonight. You got it, bud.
What's up? All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Special thank you to Lucy and who else? Patrick.
Everybody, man. Everybody.
Lucy and Patrick, especially for hitting us up on the Super Chat. And thank you to everybody else for watching. We appreciate you. I will be back with another watch-along next Sunday for WWE SummerSlam. We'll be back for SummerSlam next week, next Sunday night. AJ, Freddie, and I will be back for Ringside Report.
Checked.
Ringside Report MMA this Thursday night, 8 p.m. Every Thursday night at 8 p.m. we are right here. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you get notifications every time that we are on. Subscribe to the channel. Go to ringsidereport.net. Watch the latest episode of Wrestling Uncensored. Watch the last episode of Ringside Report MMA so you can see all my predictions coming true. Follow AJ on all the things at Danny Bruck. Follow Freddie at Freddie MMA. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Dave Simon MMA. RingsideReport.net. In the meantime, AJ, go back inside, okay? I think you're allowed indoors again. All right? Thank you, everybody, for watching. We appreciate you. Hope you've enjoyed our UFC 252 watch-along. See ya! Fred, say bye.
See ya.